It tickles my fans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side Florida. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube and view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Nah, morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3. WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
Not much, man. It's Friday, right? Friday, right, dude?
Friday. We have managed
We got through it.
to make it through another week.
Yes. End of February because they got that weird-ass short month. I never figured that out.
Every 4 years is another day.
It is another day, but why? I wonder why it ended up short in the first place.
The
Hard to-
rotation of
Well, but why didn't some of the 31 months, why didn't they pitch in, you know? You ever think about that?
no,
Just me?
just you.
Fair enough.
Because
Brittney, ever think about that?
It also has to do about the time of the year.
What do you mean?
It happens in February where you need the extra day every 4 years.
No, I understand they've added the extra day, which is also strange to me. Like, who came up with leap year, you know? And why this? Like,
it's all based on the rotation of everything. It's not.
but what does that
based on-
mean? What do you mean it means the rotation? Like, can't they
Like you're talking about like
can't they divvy up the days?
like-
No, but it happens during February.
Hmm.
You think why couldn't they just did it in
Yeah.
another a 30?
Well, why can't they do a 32nd day somewhere? Why didn't they divvy it up? Just weird to me.
Can I just say
Why am I paying the same on my cable bill this month?
why do you do this?
I kind of have an answer for you.
Well, yeah,
So
really.
it's February has only 28 days due to ancient Roman superstition and efforts to align their calendar with the lunar calendar.
Of course, the lunars.
You're lunar. Nah.
I'm having fun, baby. Oh, man. Let us get to our headlines today, which are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. As the Miami Heat, they fell to the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday, 124-117. A game where they took the lead with about 2.5 left, and then they decided to do that thing again.
Where they don't score?
No baskets.
No basket.
Very strange.
If the Heat had that guy, that definitive guy,
Mhm.
would things like this happen as much as they happened in the last couple of years? I'm talking about these long stretches without scoring.
Yeah.
I'm talking about third quarter where everybody just looks at each other and says, you take it, you take it.
Right.
If there was that dude, that definitive guy
Right.
that knew
Mhm.
this is your job, amongst anything else,
Yeah.
the ball's in your hands.
Mhm.
Would they still be having these
I don't think
problems?
so.
Because it almost seems like there's too many times in a game where they hit these ruts and they start throwing the ball around and like they go, yesterday it was Bam. Bam was hot. Bam was cooking. Should they have gone to him more at the end?
Yeah, he had 29 and 14 through 3 quarters. It was one of his best games of the season, and didn't score, didn't get a rebound in the fourth quarter.
See what I'm saying? Like how does this happen? And sometimes this happens when you have a whole team of number twos
Mm-hmm.
because they're all looking at each other to be the number one.
Sure.
Whereas you should just, even if it's the wrong guy, You think Spoelstra going like, hey, ball in his hands?
Yeah, I definitely am with you, man. Well, this is part of the reason I wanted them to go get Kevin Durant this summer. Like, that was my whole point about the frustrating part about this is you went and you were very cautious about going all in because you have some fictitious move that you keep promising your fan base to. And one of the things
You mean mostly you.
I don't think it is me. I don't think it is me. Like Bam last year was at the podium and he was asked about the Miami Heat making changes. And he goes, that, the guy with the silver hair is going to do something. You guys go ask him about it. I was like, oh, all right. Well, kind of feels like.
Agreed. Yeah.
Kind of felt like Bam was saying, like, hey, go, let's go, like, make a splash. And they did go get, Norman Powell, who's a good player. He's a good player. But as you're talking about that dude, that guy, that's what I thought the point of getting a Kevin Durant is,
Right. But
and Kevin Durant's
he's kind of, he's that guy, but weird.
Well, he's cranky.
Right.
He's cranky, but he's that guy. He's one of the best scorers in NBA history,
Of course.
Like, did you see him last night? Killed. I mean,
amazing.
I think I got to be honest with you. This burner game might have been a blessing in disguise. The Rockets are kind of cooking since that thing happened. I think Kevin Durant might have been shamed into playing even better.
Well,
it's a theory.
But you know what? Sometimes people like that, when they get caught up in whatever, their way out is to ball out.
Yeah.
Right. And you people like that. Like Tyreek. I mean, what did he do that first game?
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's the tool that we have that would get people to forget recent misfortunes is you go out and ball and great players and guys like that get exceptions. We are a little more lenient, but guys who aren't on the court or off the field, you can't make good. And that seems to be the problem. Part of the whole situation with Terry wasn't playing that well either.
Oh, not kidding.
Right? So imagine being caught up in something and playing like garbage.
Right.
That your only tool to kind of get out of it, you're not doing well.
Bam Adebayo yesterday. And I kind of like am worried because I think Schmeathan actually makes some sense because he says,
oh no,
Bam is 100% demanding a trade this summer. And Bam said something yesterday about the play-in. And, this has been a big thing. He's sick of the play-in.
Yeah.
But this is what he had to say yesterday after the loss.
You and him are really pushing to get out of this play. You guys only in
Yeah, I don't want to be more. We're better than being in the play-in for the last 4 years.
Oof. I don't want to be in this bleep anymore. And I was a little worried, Leroy, because I was like, is he talking short-term or long-term? Because I know it's right now he's just talking about right now because he's sick of being in the play in the last 4 years. But at what point you're expecting changes? Your franchise doesn't make any trades.
You announced changes. You said the Silverhead guy, and nothing happened.
And nothing happened. Not to the level that we were looking at. You're going to play Kevin Durant tomorrow, and you're thinking to yourself, I don't understand. Like everybody makes moves all over the place, and I feel like we just kind of float.
I think one of the biggest issues is I think at times Bam can do it, but he's not. Like what you ask him to do is not the scoring portion of it, right? And he gets sometimes caught up where he has to be the scorer.
Bless you, dude. Are you like allergic to something in here?
I know. I don't know.
Because you're fine. Like we have talked for an hour straight. We were riffing before the show, and then all of a sudden you get in here, and it's like, is it the dust at the screen? Do I need to put a cleaning in here? I don't know. Maybe the lights get you. Sun sneezes. I've heard that be a thing. Brittney, you ever hear sun sneezes?
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Thank you. I was gonna wait. I was gonna wait because I'm like, I don't want to just attack him. But she says, no.
Appreciate it.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
I think
Thank you for
you're
being gentle.
sensitive. Yeah, I'm trying.
It might be the dust because
Yeah.
I don't sneeze anywhere else except in this torture chamber.
It's very strange. I never hear
I
that
don't
from
sneeze,
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think from his standpoint, you're sick of it, and you're thinking to yourself like, all right, because everybody else does it. Like, we see, all-stars aren't happy in their situation. All-stars, you're going to be 29 this summer. And
About that time.
Yeah, like when does does it get to a point? And I get it, he's the captain. I would never think that he would ever demand a trade, but holy crap, man. Like, you're just thinking to yourself, like, how many times can I, rely? And look, I know people will say, what do you feel bad for when you go to the max contract?
No, it's
But
not.
it's-
It's not like. We need to get away from people should be happy because they have money, or people should be happy because they got the contract. These guys want to win.
Mhm.
And the guys that say, well, at least I got my contract, get out real quick.
Mhm.
And we've seen it. But the guys that want to win, and you could see their motivation is to win, and they put everything into it, and they try to be the company guy or whatever, it wears on you. It wears on you when the guys that you should be depending on, or a situation that you shouldn't be in, you're in.
Brittney, did you produce last night?
Yes, of course.
So at what point when the Heat were making their comeback did you tell Wendell that they weren't going to win?
Well, we had the pleasure of also having Ben in here, and they were both like, "Oh, we're making the comeback," and I was like, "You guys, we're not winning this game." Before they even tied it, when they were made it I think a 2-point game, and we were all like, "Oh crap, hold on." I was like, "No, they're gonna run out of gas in the tank soon, and we're gonna still end up losing."
Yeah. You want to know what was a funny thing about last night? Because Maxi's good, right? But he took him I think 26 shots to get 28 points. Like, they really did make Maxi work. He had an incredible start to the game.
Oh my god.
He had 5 threes. He broke the record past Allen Iverson. Joel Embiid, I mean, I gotta ask you about Joel Embiid, right?
He's exhausted after 3 minutes.
Is he
of
faking it?
basketball.
Yeah, I want to know. Is he faking it?
No.
Because I've seen Joel Embiid warm up before games and he's tired. And so I'm wondering, does he okey doke? I was thinking of this. We know he's a troll. Is Joel Embiid crazy like a fox that he fakes being exhausted that makes the other team play lazier? Because that was the big problem. Spo was pissed after the game yesterday. He goes, we didn't try very hard. And I agreed with him. I was like, man, that first half, the Heat played lazy. Not Bam. Everybody else was kind of staring at the ball, watching it bounce all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's diving after loose balls. Obviously, he put a foot in somebody's you-know-what during halftime because that changed in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, does Joel Embiid intentionally look extra slothy to get everybody else a false sense of security?
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Since he's been in the league,
Yes.
he's missed 49% of the games.
I heard that stat. That's crazy.
So every time he actually plays a game, he's probably exhausted because he ain't running on the side when he ain't playing.
He's a very big
When
man.
he's not playing, he's not doing anything.
He got hurt. How many places did Brittney, by your count, I don't know if you watched that, but did you see? Because I think by my count, I saw Joel Embiid grab 4 different limbs yesterday. I think I saw him grab.
Well, the good news is he's getting too old to fall.
No, he fell, dude.
He fell?
He fell yesterday. Bam. He did the did you see him grab the face, Brittney?
Of course I did.
Dude.
His theatrics they amaze me, but they have for years.
Yeah.
But how about, he didn't have theatrics when he put his shoulder in the Bam.
But that's what I was saying. So
Yeah.
Bam is the only one who seemed like he was hip to his game, because he was there was one where he just lazily stayed back and Bam's like, I'm going all the way back there. I know his tricks. But nobody else seemed hip to it, because at times,
Right.
Jaime was on him and Wiggins was on, and he cooked these guys. He'd kill them.
Right.
And I'm like, is he faking it? I think he's faking it.
I don't think he's faking it. I just think that he has never, in his basketball career, has never been in basketball shape because he doesn't play enough.
So Maxi hit the shots. Yeah, that was the difference. Their guys, their stars. I put, hit their big buckets at the end. The Heat did not. They did not do anything. But it was funny because everybody was like, hey, I can't believe we drafted Tyrese Maxey over Precious Achiuwa. On the same night, Precious Achiuwa had the greatest game of his career. Yeah. And I thought to myself, he was here this year. What did we get rid of him for?
Because he didn't pump his arms.
But he was on the roster. We have no backup bigs on this team. And he is out here.
Is he considered a big or a wing?
I think he's considered a big. I think he's considered a power forward throughout his career. I think I think he'd love to be a small forward. He's like, he's got some of that Jovic in him where he doesn't want to be a big, but no, he's a big.
Right.
And he had the greatest game of his career yesterday for the Kings. He probably ruining the Kings. The Kings are probably going to cut him because they're like, this guy's he's been on too much of a roll. The Kings are like, we got to get this guy out of here. Too much. We thought when we shut down Sabonis, that would be enough. Crazy, man. All right, well, the Heat, they did Heat stuff last night, but the team that always seems like they got fight in them, especially a legend, showed up last night. We'll get to that coming up next.
Check it out. It's Santana again. Stepping out.
You loving the combine, Leroy?
Huh?
I said you loving the combine coverage.
Oh, I just remember what today is.
What is today?
Fish Friday, baby.
Oh, that's right.
Lent. Yeah,
Lent,
I gotta
that's
go
right.
get. I
No
gotta
meat.
go get my catfish. Yeah.
Gotta stick to it, huh?
No, I like for some reason. The only thing that I don't like
Mm-hmm.
is this isn't the real South, because they do cod. We don't have cod.
What the hell's cod?
Cod is they do cod instead of catfish here. And like
That's
cod,
like
I'll eat it.
Publix says cod.
Sometimes they usually do catfish too.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of the catfish. It can only be fried. I went over to one of my, intangibles house one time, and they had some baked catfish, and I left.
I love it. I want to go to a
Catfish is not baked.
I want to go to a Nashville Predators game where they throw the catfish on the ice. It's like a sports bucket list for me.
There's only one fish that's uglier than a catfish. Sea bass. Sea bass is the Patagonia toothfish. Look it up.
I don't find the sea bass to be an ugly fish. Catfish is an ugly fish.
You go look up a Patagonia toothfish. That's what a sea bass is.
That's not the same as a sea bass, though.
Yes,
dude.
it is.
No, dude. A sea bass, like a big mouth bass.
No, that's not what sea bass is. That's sea bass.
I don't like that.
Right. Like what, dude?
What?
You don't even eat fish.
I do like fish. I like fish.
Okay.
I don't have anything against fish. It's not like it's not a top choice, but I like it.
If
every
you
time
pull
I have
up
it.
sea bass, it'll say Patagonia toothfish. Believe me, I cook it. It's like you got to carry it like the baby Jesus to cook it because it's very light. So if you don't sear it before you cook it, it'll fall apart.
Okay.
And it's very expensive. So you got to be careful.
The Florida Panthers, they are in a fight for their playoff lives.
And they're
the champs.
And they're fighting.
And last night, the Panthers go out there. Date stuff says largemouth bass don't live at sea, Tobin. Fair enough. I'll take my -1. I apologize.
You asking me about fish. That's what's amazing.
-1.
I apologize.
For deception.
Last night, the Panthers welcomed in the Toronto Maple Leafs and welcomed them back from the Olympics, and they delivered a thorough ass kicking. 5-1 yesterday. First off, if you guys haven't seen the Evan Rodrigues goal from yesterday,
oh my goodness,
do yourself a favor. Go find it, because this move by Evan Rodrigues,
it was like Tyreek on skates.
It was straight filth from Hot Rod. He was unbelievable. This was a call last night from Doug Plagans.
Matthews, Nylander, giving away at center, a breakaway. Here's Evan Rodrigues, short-handed in. Rodrigues in deep, and he scores! A short-handed goal for Evan Rodrigues, and the Panthers take a 3-0 lead.
So the Panthers jump out on it. Brad Marchand scores. Swaggy
Carter Verhage.
He scores, and the Panthers have a 3-0 lead. So they're in a great spot. Second period comes around. This is the onslaught. You're trying to bring it if you're Toronto. And Sergei Bobrovsky. Wow. And I mean, wow. Hey, that guy is an effing, and I cannot stress this enough. Sergei Bobrovsky is an effing legend.
Yeah.
Because my guy yesterday was absolutely on a tear against the Maple Leafs in that second period. But when he had the standout kick out save with the foot, bounce, it squeaks out. Maple Leafs trying, because Bob's on his belly. They do the old wraparound attempt, and Bob comes back. Not getting it, dude. That was something. He is a delight. I love watching him work.
So question, why does everybody think I was saying something negative about Bob.
If you're not for us, you're against us.
No.
As part of the as the leader of the Bob
The
Brigade.
whole conversation I had absolutely nothing to do with Bob. Me and your conversation.
Yep.
Was about Bill Zito. How did that come out to say I hate Bob?
It wasn't about Bill Zito.
That's all I was talking about.
It was about Sergei Bobrovsky rumors, and you said, shouldn't you trust Bill Zito? If
That's
he ends
it.
up trading Sergei Bobrovsky, shouldn't you trust Bill Zito? And I said, I trust Bill Zito for everything but this.
But again, what did I ever say about Bob?
Well, if you're telling me to trust Bill Zito to get rid of him, then I don't like it.
All I asked was what this man has done the last 3+ years. Has he earned the trust that whatever move he makes, that we're gonna be
Not this one.
Okay.
Not this one.
But that where?
Well, it sounds like you do. Like you would trust him. That's what I think
he's
everybody's
been
taking.
to 3 Stanley Cup Finals.
So is Bob.
And he's made all moves at the end of the year that have gotten him over the hump.
What about the moves Bob makes between the pipes? The bobbery.
It hasn't.
Look,
we can't
I
have
trust
can't
those-
have a grown-up conversation.
No, we can't have a grown-up conversation.
No,
We have
can't have a grown-up
But if we
conversation.
have a trust ranking system,
Can't have a grown-up
no,
conversation.
you're not being a grown-up right now.
I'm not being a grown-up.
No, you're not being a grown-up.
I'm not being a
You're
grown-up.
not being a grown-up.
I'm not the one that made this about Bob. I was never talking about Bob.
Exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about.
I
Sergei
was talking about
Bobrovsky
Bill
trade.
Zito.
You are
Bill Zito.
No,
It was all about Bill Zito.
It's not all about Bill Zito. Bill Zito
Yep.
can't be traded. He can't trade himself.
All I asked, the question I asked was, whatever Bill Zito decides, did he earn enough trust based on what he's done the last 3 years?
For everything but this.
Okay.
Everything but this.
But did at any point in time during the conversation, did I even mention Bob? You guys mentioned Bob.
Yes.
I did not.
Why would you mention Bill Zito if we weren't mentioning Bob?
Because we were talking about what we saw online, right? About they didn't extend
the smoke
Bob.
that's out there. And you want to trust Bill Zito, and I don't.
I just asked the question.
I would trust him in anything else.
I didn't say anything about Bob, but all of a sudden it's I hate Bob.
Well, I mean, you have a past behavior as well. I felt like you were.
That was 3 years ago.
Tapping into something.
That was 3 years
Felt like
ago.
you were tapping into.
Wait.
a little something.
Wait. That was 3 years ago. Facts have changed. Now,
I'll let you on the bus.
no,
I'll let you on the bus. I've let you on the bus. I've
don't
forgiven. I've
understand.
absolved you of your crimes.
There's no crime.
I've absolved you of your
My
crimes.
question
I just
was
hope
not.
All I hope is here's what I hope. I don't know what's going to happen this year. You know, we got to they basically have a must-win tonight. Okay.
Okay.
We got Buffalo tonight. They're in one of the wild card spots. You got to beat them. You probably got to beat them in regulation. Okay. This is a sprint. All right. We are in hockey hell right now, trying to fight our way out.
Yeah.
But there's only one person I want to do it behind, and that is Sergei Bobrovsky. And last night he showed you why. Because when the chips are down and you need him, I don't care what the numbers say.
I think the best thing that happened was while all those guys were playing Olympic hockey, Bob was getting right.
I don't think you're wrong.
Rested.
By the way, he came back with some sweet-ass gear. Oh, he did a revamp.
New gear.
You see the new gear, Brittney?
Right. He should write a Bob apology letter.
No, I didn't.
Who?
You.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He has.
Y'all gonna make me cuss.
He has a new helmet, Brittany.
Oh.
It is blue bricks with the Panther on the bottom, and then he goes full red gear, full red pads now. And I'm like, oh, kind of looks like when Iron Man got the new suit. I was like, oh, really cool looking. Really cool looking.
I do a show with the child.
Oh, you don't do a show with the child.
Kind of like when Iron Man got the new suit.
Here was Sergei Bobrovsky after the game on that second period shutdown that he had.
Yeah, but you know, it's been like that for most majority of the time. You know, it's just the to find that moment, to find that safe. You know, build it from it. So it's you can choose the groove. You know, so it's yeah, and the guys did a great job in front of me. They allowed me to see the puck. There was a great box outs, great sticks. You know, little details. They did great.
Yeah, there was a lot of fisticuffs last night too. Aaron Ekblad resorted to thuggery, but he's a good
He
boy.
had to.
He's a good boy.
He defended his guy.
He did. He did.
Like, I mean,
they
nobody said nothing when was it Reinhardt? They got jacked up against the.
Yeah, and then they dragged Anton Lundell. Like they put a hook in him like a tow truck, and the guy was skating and he was like bringing him along. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But it was pretty, dude. It was so great because the Maple, like, dude, Canada's having a rough time right now. Let's just be real about it. And when they crashed into each other like Bad News Bears.
Oh my goodness!
It was great. It was like opening scenes of the Mighty Ducks. Like they're falling all over each other. It was awesome. This was what Bob had to say on the Panthers having their backs against the wall.
Yeah, I think everybody understand where we are, and then everybody understand what we need to do. That's very important. And as I said, it's a big win. It's a big 2 points for us. But tomorrow is another biggest game of the year for us. So we gotta get ready and just one shift at a time and push the rope on the same direction.
You don't push a rope.
Whatever he says.
You don't push a rope.
Whatever he says.
Hey.
Whatever he says.
-1.
Why?
Because you don't push a rope.
English is not his first language, Leroy. Don't give him a -1.
Hey, you don't push the rope.
I'm not giving him the butchering English though.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You don't do that. But hey.
When would you push a rope?
Never.
Literally never.
It would be floppy.
That's true.
But what was he trying to say is my thing.
I think it's like you either don't let go of the rope,
yeah,
or don't
yeah.
pull the rope.
That's right.
Or we all have to pull the rope in the same direction. Like in what the hell's the name of the show that we watch? I don't know what the name. Knights of the Realm.
Yeah,
they had that tug of war to start.
Oh yeah. I got to tell you.
Wow, you just got boxed in hard.
What?
Leroy said motorboat instead of boat race, and English is his first language.
And guess what I got? Wait, I didn't get boxed. No, hold on. I didn't get boxed in because I got the -1, and I got made fun of and ridiculed.
Listen, I couldn't.
And I ate it.
I couldn't say conscientious.
Oh boy, it was a train wreck. I was trying. I just couldn't stop watching.
It got me.
I'm like,
it got me.
And then once you got to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm getting through this.
I think I'm going to start using push the rope.
Yeah, I think everybody understand where we are, and then everybody understand what we need to do. That's very important. And as I said, it's a big win. It's a big 2 points for us. But tomorrow is another biggest game of the year for us. So we gotta get ready and just one shift at a time and push the rope on the same direction.
You know what I love about it? So here's the thing that Bob does. Like Bob, I wouldn't say he loves talking to the media. In fact, I would say he doesn't like talking to the media.
He doesn't. Yeah. In fact, the couple of summers ago when you were getting him all the time, he just felt comfortable with you.
Yeah. But he also, as Brittney says, not his first language, but he also knows the cliches. And I think what happened there is he went to a Rolodex there of like, tomorrow's the biggest game of our life, one shift at a time, push the rope. Oh, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. But God, I love him. He's a legend. I really like. He's the best. He is, and I cannot stress this enough, the best.
Not disputable. I'm not disputing it.
Also, Marshy, dude. Hey, by the way, Marchand, you clanged an open netter right in front of your face off the post, and then hit it from 100 feet away. What the hell was that? Like he's like. Nobody in front of him. This has got to be the easiest goal. Ping! He goes, damn. And then, like, he's on the other side of the ice. He goes, I got this one, though. Crazy. I love when they hit those empty netters.
Empty netters.
Yeah, they went like 4 minutes.
Because everybody's like,
yeah.
Everybody's like, look at.
That's got to be.
Because if you miss the net, it's icing.
If you, that's got to be so fun. I don't think it is if there's no goalie up.
Oh, okay.
I think it's got to be unbelievably fun if you're gambling and you win like that. That's got to be
empty netter.
Yeah, dude.
Chuck
had one last night.
Not for nothing, the last few times I've watched hockey and they went empty net, the other team has scored.
Yeah.
With Canada did it twice.
Canada did it, yeah.
Like with the women and the men.
Jeez. Yeah. Anyway, Cats tonight, they take on the Sabres. You can hear that right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Back after this. You want a stat nugget?
Go for the summer.
No, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato.
Yep.
Huge UFC fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe she practices jiu-jitsu on the reg, or at least she did.
Mm.
She is a big UFC fan.
Right.
UFC 327 is going to be down here, and I think they're supposed to announce the main event this morning, which doesn't seem like it's going to be Hamzat. It feels like it's going to be Yuri Prochazka. I think Carlos Olberg for the vacant light heavyweight title. Which, look, that's a fun fight, and it's a pretty good card that's shaping up. It's not quite Hamzat coming here, but the thing that I actually find interesting at the most is that Pereira's leaving 205 to go fight at heavyweight. I think that's very interesting. Probably fight John Jones.
He's going to be outweighed by 30 pounds.
He might be.
Even more.
He might be. He's a big boy, though.
Huh?
I said Pereira's a big boy.
You think so? I would say standing, without trying to get down 205, he's 225, 230?
Probably.
Okay. So that's not terrible. So, and he's going to look a lot different at 230 than John Jones is going to look at 240 because John Jones is wiry.
Do you want a stat that's going to make you mad?
Who is involved?
The Heat.
I mean, they all annoyed him.
Great. So this is from Barry Jackson.
Now you just want to make.
This is a stat from Barry Jackson.
Okay.
And remember, Erik Spoelstra says right now what they're doing is a privilege.
No,
it's a privilege.
It's a privilege to win. It's a privilege to win.
Barry Jackson tweets out one other nugget unearthed by Simon Sperling. Simon Sperling is, I believe, a Heat fan from Australia. He has great stats.
Right.
Great stats all the time. One of my favorite follows on Twitter. What?
I'm like,
it's a child just going
around. It's a child scooting around the building.
Hey, this is a great place
There's
to
a child?
Yes. With a scooter with lights.
I think that's Miho's daughter.
She's too tall.
Leroy. He's not even here to defend himself.
Leroy.
Oh, she's got beginner. She got the 3 wheels. She got the 2 wheels on the front and one on the back. Yeah.
Anyway, Simon Sperling's stat. This is from Barry Jackson's Twitter. Heat now 1-9 when Spo plays Ware fewer than 15 minutes. Bam and Ware need extended minutes in the tandem to be judged for the long term, but they played just 34 seconds together last night. This is one area where it's hard to balance the franchise's number one goal of trying to win every night and achieving big picture evaluations.
So
1-9 when Ware plays fewer than 15 minutes.
Let me. Okay. I'm going to take a deep breath before I get into this. Hopefully not inhale any more dust in this room so that I have to sneeze. But here we go. Sports today is very analytical, plus minuses, all these things, right? How in the hell have the Heat not figured that out? We got a guy in Australia that's giving stats. We got a whole building full of people behind Spo, keeping notes, whispering in his ear. Nobody brought up that tidbit information.
Well, now they know.
Nobody. A guy in Australia. A didgeridoo.
Well, hold on, dude.
He's the one that says, hey, the Heat are 1-9 when Bam and Kel'el played less than 15 minutes.
No. Not.
When just Kel'el. When
Kel'el
Kel'el plays less than 15 minutes.
less than 15 minutes.
Now, listen, I'm no basketball guru. Wouldn't you just kick the tires on that to see if it was true? We got the best of the best. 17 coaches in the ground. Soon as something happens, somebody whispering to Spo. Right? Nobody ever whispered to Spo Kel'el only has 14 minutes. If we get over 15, we have more success.
Mhm.
No?
Mhm.
I don't know nothing about basketball. I'm kicking the tires on that. 1-9.
Yep. Well,
Now, here's the kicker. I would say this in fairness. What is their record when he plays? Because they may look at that and say,
what is his record when he plays more than that?
yeah,
I don't know.
right. But
Better than 1-9, I would imagine.
thank you, Captain Obvious.
You're welcome.
I'm like, dude, are we serious? Are we like, no? So, in order to get my good stats, I got to go to who? Sperling?
Simon Sperling.
Simon Sperling.
He does a great job.
In Australia.
Well, he's a good Heat fan.
You know what? Thank you, Al Mackey. I wasn't trying to figure all that out. Wouldn't it be 1-9 minus whatever their current record is? You know what? It would mean that they would be damn near top 4. If you take off 1-9 of their current record and do winning percentage, it would make them 4th. And I'm just guessing, but that sounds like a pretty damn good record. Do it. What's their current record? I'm going to do it right now.
They are 31-29.
31-29. So that would make them subtract 9 losses, 20, and add 1 win.
Don't you take away a win?
Take away a win. Take away a win. So they'd be
30-20.
30-20. Now, for a winning percentage of
minus the DNPs.
Huh?
We got to take out the DNPs too.
How many didn't he play?
I don't know.
Okay. So let's just use this. We're just spitballing here. Okay. Let's see. 20 divided by 30 equals a winning percentage of 666.
It's pretty good.
Right?
And the
now,
standings right now.
The standings right now. Look at the winning percentages.
I'm looking. NBA, a 666. Holy hell. Win percentage.
4th.
That would be 2nd in the East.
Second. He don't want to win. He don't want to win. He's trying to make points. He's trying to make coaching points. I'm trying to win. He making coaching points. Kevin Stefanski lost his job over there trying to make a point with Dylan Gabriel. We trying to make points.
Base World has also pointed out the Heat are 1-23 this season when trailing after 3.
Oh, no, we know that.
That's bad.
That's bad. That's bad. But they would still wait, even with those horrendous numbers. The winning percentage would have them. Now, Tobin.
Yes.
When is the next time they play at home?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You going to the game?
Yes, I am.
I would like you to hand this note to Spo. Put it in his pocket. And the note is going to read this.
Okay.
Spo. Who's the man's name?
Simon Sperling.
We have statistical evidence that if you play Kel'el more than 15 minutes, minus the 4 DNPs. Okay.
4 DNPs, yes.
4 DNPs.
Which they were 3-1, by the way, in the DNPs.
Okay. If you play Kel'el Ware more than 15 minutes, you would be 2nd in the East by winning percentage. You are currently 1-9 when he doesn't play 15 minutes.
You want me to hand him the note, or you want me to ask him this question?
You know what? Ask him the question. Ask him the question.
Okay.
And him go, look.
It's all part of the process.
I see things that you guys don't see. I see wins and losses. Because guess what gets you out of the play-in? Wins and losses. Not what we don't see.
They are 3-1 without Kel'el playing. But just for the record, the teams that they beat, this was the schedule: Sacramento, Portland, which they lost, Utah, Phoenix. So the only winning team that they beat without Kel'el Ware was Phoenix. The other two are tankers.
Okay. And then you lost to a tanker.
That's true.
And I bet you that's one of the games Kel'el played less than 15 minutes. What was it? It was Phoenix, right? Phoenix came to town.
They lost to Utah. Kel'el played 14 minutes.
Let's see. Let's use our big brains. Everybody out there on Twitter, YouTube, everybody listening to driving in your car.
They lost to Boston. He played 9 minutes.
Let's just put this together. We don't want to be in the play-in. We have evidence that says when Kel'el plays more than 15 minutes, they are better.
Yes.
That's factual.
Mm-hmm.
That's statistical. That there is no arguing that fact. Nobody's whispered that in your ear? Nobody, when they have the coaches meetings, nobody sat around and said, hey, we ought to kick the tires on this Kel'el again. We seem to be having more success when he plays more than 15 minutes.
What is that voice that you're doing?
I don't know. The voice of reason.
We'll take a break.
Want to take a break. Yeah. Want Kel'el to play.
Back up to this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. As been talking some Miami Heat. They lost last night to the 76ers, 124-117. Should mention Norman Powell did leave that game in the second quarter with a groin injury. He went into the game with the groin injury. He decided to try and play through it. Didn't work out great. He looked terrible. Yeah, he did not look good. The Heat's back at it tomorrow against the Houston Rockets at 3:30. So check that on out. Panthers defeat the Maple Leafs 5-1. Brad Marchand had a pair of goals. Carter, Evan Rodrigues, probably the filthiest goal of the season. Night.
The way he stopped.
Yep.
And blinded the goalie.
Mm-hmm. It was impressive.
It was impressive.
Bob had 28 saves. The Cats are back at it tonight against the Sabres at 7 o'clock. The Marlins, they're on TV today on MLB Network. They take on the Phillies at 1:05 in Clearwater. They beat the Blue Jays yesterday 8-7. And speaking of baseball, the Hurricanes have a big baseball series this weekend. They take on number 10 Florida. The Florida Gators are in town starting tonight at 7 o'clock. And so big series for them. And then tomorrow, the Canes basketball team wraps up their regular season at 2 against Boston College. But I want to switch over to the NFL. Cris Carter going to join us. Leroy's former teammate, Hall of Famer Cris Carter.
Oh, yeah.
You guys used to work out at my high school.
Yeah.
When I
That's
was
where
in
you
high
went to
school. Yeah, Pope. Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. One time I saw Juan Pierre drive up. I was like, what the hell is Juan Pierre doing
We used to work out there.
Why was Juan Pierre working out with you guys? Just to get faster?
I realized that my workouts were a little different.
Than baseball players?
No, than the sprinters. Like the wide receivers. Like me out there, like trying to run form. Like it was a way to get in shape.
Was he the coach for it? Or did he have coaches out there?
He had coaches out there. It was like his thing. You know, he got with a group of trainers or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was a cool thing. They did stuff in the weight room, did stuff on the field. It was a way to teach you how to get efficient running. I said, the only problem with that is efficiency is out the door when your ass getting hit. Like, if you play a wide receiver, you out there running sprints, yeah, because you got to run all game.
Well, you guys remember the story. Brittney, you remember the report card story? How the NFL would always do these report cards every single year?
I don't think I was here for that.
Well,
story.
all right, no problem. I can explain it to you. So the NFL Players Association for the last 2 years has been doing these report cards, and they've been releasing them as a website. They've been releasing their grades of every team, and they grade everything from treatment of families, facilities, meals, bathrooms, locker rooms, training staff, coaching staff, and so on and so field conditions, all that stuff. And the Dolphins have dominated this the last 2 years. Like, the best field, the best everything. Right?
I think fans, like, you want an owner that does that. And it's unfortunate because you're associating the two with winning. But those are the things that get people excited about coming here.
Well, two things are funny about this. So the owners, Brittney, made a stink. They didn't like the bad owners were embarrassed by this. And so they basically said this. They told the Players Association, no more report card leaks. It's a collective bargaining agreement violation. So the Players Association just leaked the entire thing to ESPN.
Right.
Which I respect the petty.
Here's the problem. Owners should be embarrassed having a business worth that much and going cheap with their players who they're paying a boatload of money and want the most out of their players.
Right.
And I think most people understand if you have a multi-billion-dollar business and the success of that business relies on the people that you employ, you want them to be in the best situation possible. That's not the place to go cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And so these owners that go cheap or don't put forth the resources to make the environment top notch, they're embarrassed. Imagine explaining that you're amongst the worst in the NFL and you might be one of the most winning programs.
Well, that's something that typically has been happening with this. Like the Chiefs have come very, very bottom, but it did make them, I think, change their locker rooms. It did shame
right,
them.
and that's the whole part of it. That's the whole point of it. That wait, your organization's worth $4 or $5 billion. You're winning championships. You're getting, all this endorsement money from whatever you choose. Everybody wants to be a part of your team and your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to spend $5 million to upgrade the locker room, and you're mad?
The worst team this year, the Steelers. The Steelers. And the big thing
they are very cheap.
The thing that went viral for them, only 5 bathroom stalls for the entire team.
Yeah.
5 bathrooms. I think we have more than that.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Especially if you go down to the night watch.
5 bathroom stalls?
Dude, I'm telling you and let me tell you how this happens. I'm going to do this in fairness to the teams that understand, and this was the case when I played in Cleveland. Okay, we didn't even have our own facility. We were at Berea, junior college or a small school.
It was JJ school.
No, it was Berea, near the facility.
Okay.
And when they said they were going to build a stadium, the owner then built a state-of-the-art facility that's still there, and it's awesome. It was top-notch, everything. But some of these organizations are in the same buildings that they were in for 30, 40 years.
Right.
And in order to improve any of the facilities, you basically have to build a new one. Now, what becomes a problem is where you're going to build it, how it's going to be built, and those things. And sometimes you just never consider that when you're considering all the other things that, you have to consider. Like, they did a new stadium a few years ago, the Steelers.
That's it. It's been up for a while now, dude.
Yeah.
It seems like a new stadium because it's
Right.
not Three Rivers, but
Right.
no, it's pretty old
Right.
now.
So from that standpoint, I'll give them a small pass because sometimes in order to build these new facilities, you have to move.
Right. I think
And the convenience of it becomes a hassle,
right.
especially in these smaller towns. So you just stay there.
The thing that they are, the thing I think they were set with the field is I guess they play college. Pitt plays there as well. And I think they play high school games there. So apparently.
But is it grass?
Yeah. Apparently the field's trash.
Now, and I would that happens a lot. Like when I was playing, it was the combo fields, like teams that use baseball. So when you played in Cleveland, you ain't have no lines like after warm up. When you played in Cincinnati, the worst because they played the Reds played there. Old Vet Stadium.
Oof.
That was terrible. Guys were blowing knees out consistently, right? The other thing is that sometimes when you play in domes, because they want to do a lot of stuff there, they just basically roll out carpet. That's your football field with a little padding underneath. So there's a lot of conditions that are unfavorable to players,
Mm-hmm.
but the reasons behind it is not to be, cheap. Some of it is convenience. Like if you told me, okay, the Steelers say we're going to build a new facility, but it's 25 minutes away from where we do business, it would be like this building,
Well,
right? As far as how hard it is to get here from where we were.
Right. It's the idea of like Chicago's going through that right now, where they might play in Indiana or something like
Right. They're thinking about building
or Iowa. I forget which one.
Is it Indiana, I think. Right. Like just across the border because they want new facilities. Now, how about this? When Soldier Field, when I played in Soldier Field, it was much bigger. And they cut off an end zone and built the stadium made the stadium smaller.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's like when you play in the Coliseum, that they used to put stands on one end because the stadium was so big. So they like it. You kind of have to understand like the dynamics of it. Like what the Browns are doing now, that new stadium they're building is closer to the facility. So it's like 15 minutes from instead of having to go all the way downtown.
We'll take a break. Scheduled to talk to Cris Carter, the Hall of Famer, Leroy's former teammate in Minnesota as well, former Miami Dolphin. We'll take a break and expect to talk to him coming up next.
CC didn't go to Miami.
This was Juan Pierre's walk-up song.
Oh.
I don't know if that's why Brittney played it or not. She was having feelings of
well, we ain't gonna allow that Ohio State song to play either.
No.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good pump up football song.
Just a good
Okay.
Friday
Don't
song
criticize
for you?
me.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
criticizing you. Go ahead, do your thing.
Well, let's go and talk to the man. Let's go to the Toyota of Hollywood guest lounge. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Yeah, some experience playing with this man, the great Cris Carter, Pro Football Hall of Famer, and
CC.
Leroy, what's going on, dog?
What's happening? I was telling them before we got on when you tried to marry me at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, hey, Leroy, I told you can't tell all of our stories, man. They ain't appropriate for all people, man.
That was definitely not appropriate, but that was a good one. We sitting there talking. We eat turkey. We eat. Everybody having a good time. Food is great. And Chris say, we can do this right now.
Yeah,
say, do what? I'm like, oh. Well, I had to make some life decisions over that turkey.
Yeah, I was trying to extend your career, extend your life, everything. Extend your time in Minnesota. That's what I was trying to do. Stabilize your crazy ass.
Chris, have you ever done the impromptu wedding? Did anybody ever take you up on your offer?
Oh yeah, I can. I've gone through all the official ordinations and everything that I could marry someone if I wanted to. Yes, I have married someone, but
that's cool.
I mean, I'm trying to get Leroy into heaven, so that might require another step. I might have to go to the Pope. We might have to have some discussion on this one.
So, Cris Carter is going to be playing in the James Hardie Pro Football Invitational next week in Boca at Broken Sound. What do you got going on there, Chris?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. You talking about two great brands, the PGA Tour champions, joining our legends of the NFL and the Gold Jackets to be able to come together playing golf. Also, last year raised over $600,000 as far from a charity standpoint. So I've made my home in Boca 35 years now, and to be able to raise money, bring the legends back there to enjoy what I enjoy all the time. That's really what it's about, especially, how many more golf tournaments, how many more times I'm going to be able to meet up with these crazy guys. So anytime we can get together, we try to make it special. You're not going to have many people in your life that can identify with what you've been through, your whole overall journey, like people like Leroy. So anytime we can get together, we try to do it. It keeps us a little bit younger. And those stories, man, they used to be true. Now now most of them just lies.
That one wasn't. I never forget that. I never forget that.
But no, Leroy is not a liar, but he's lived the kind of life that that story is true. Unfortunately, yes, that one's true too.
Well, you guys can get your tickets at JamesHardieInvitational.com. It'll also be airing on the Golf Channel. Chris, I want to get your thoughts on this. Combine's going on right now. Miami Hurricanes got a star in Rueben Bain. I am made crazy that everybody keeps talking about his arm length because I saw this guy just absolutely dominate for them. What do you make of just the combine process of everybody nitpicking on every little thing? I couldn't imagine that Rueben Bain's arms being 2 inches shorter is going to affect him that much as a player that nobody would want to draft him.
Well, if you got into a boxing match, he wouldn't want to have them short arms. Now, you also have to understand, if you look at the competition, like he wasn't going against a whole bunch of first-round draft picks. So when you look through the ACC, when the type of year he had, he's a fabulous player. But everything starts in the NFL from the prototype. They have a prototype size, speed, weight for every position. So any player that doesn't fit in that mode, they mark you down. The combine is about devaluing the players. It's not about lifting you up. Like, you've had enough people praise you when you were playing in college. The combine is to tell you exactly what you can't do. Now, people are able to overcome that. Do we have great players that have shorter arms? Yes, but the prototype, the NFL prototype, is a guy with long arms. So, don't get your little panties in a wad over because they don't mark your little guy down a little bit. He will be a top 10 pick. He will be a very good player. It's more important what team he goes to. If he can go to Kansas City opposite of Chris Jones, that will be very, very different for him. So, don't worry about that. They talk about everyone. They talk about your player. Don't worry about it. But this is part of the evaluation, which knocks the players down just a spot. But there's at least 100, 150 players that could be starting on any given team once we start the season.
Chris, he kind of reminds me of Johnny in that he's a smaller guy that plays all around the defensive line, and just he don't quit. And one thing you know about John Randall, that dude did, when you see him on Sunday, he was doing it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's how he is. So that's why I say he reminds me of Johnny, but he's small. So is that going to force people to look at him and say, well, we're going to kind of treat him like a linebacker outside and a rusher more than just a straight up defensive end?
I mean, if you watch Miami play, he plays the run well. He plays against big people well. He plays against small people well. And I think the one thing a lot of people are missing is watch the warm-ups before the game and watch his relationship with Jason Taylor. Watch the type of moves that they go over. And a lot of kids do this before the game, but they don't implement those techniques inside the game. So for me, from a technique standpoint, he's got a repertoire of how he's going to attack offensive linemen. So his tutelage under Jason Taylor, I believe, also elevated his play to help cover up some of the lack of prototype. For me, I'm prototype size, but not prototype speed. So they're going to mark you down for that. But you can still play the game in an elite level, especially with elite coaching. And that's what I've been able to see from Bain. Very, very impressed with his career in college football.
Yeah, Chris, what do you think about like having the variety in a wide receiver core? Because the Dolphins, obviously, they had two elite speed guys in Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Their new GM saying, hey, we kind of got to mix it up a little bit. Somebody a little bit more size next to Jalen Waddle to help it out. Do you think that's important even in today's game to have that mix up, even if it's at the expense of having two elite burners?
Right. If you listen to Kurt Zanetti, he said a lot of things this year. But the one thing he talked about was the physicality you have to play at every position. Me coaching at FAU, doing player development there. I'm going to a coaching clinic with my boy, DJ McCarthy. We talk about the physicality of the position. And DJ's a small guy. And DJ, I tell him, man, don't bring all them small little dudes up in here, man. We need like a basketball team. We need a point guard. We need a 2-guard slasher. We need a 3-guard scorer. We need a 4-guy who can shoot from deep and be able to rebound. And my 5 is we're like the new NBA. He don't have to be 7 foot. But if he can space the floor, if he can rebound, if he can play good defense, then that's the way we look at it from wideouts. The Dolphins need more variety. You cannot have 2 very, very short guys, especially as you're 1 and 2. Like, you need some size difference and also skill difference. Like, you need a guy to go across the middle, a guy to build drag coverage. Both of them very, very good players, but in a system, you want a little difference in size.
Are you amazed at how cyclical the NFL is? Because soon as a little fast guy, soon as Tyreek Hill came in and everybody wanted speed. But then you have these guys like Brown and Mike Evans, who you don't know of as being lightning fast, but those are guys that you could just throw the ball up to and make plays. Now we're starting to see teams starting to say, hey, we need one of these guys. Like, just being fast is not going to get it done.
Right. You're always going to have the prototype, as you mentioned with A.J. Brown and those guys, the big boundary guy who can also get down the field. But with the evolution of 7-on-7 and flag football, more small guys have come up with the skill that they can catch the ball, and because of the lack of physical intimidation, like those small guys aren't scared to go across the middle anymore. There used to be a message, the guy would send to a small guy going across the middle, and that kept small guys out of football. And I think from a skill set standpoint, what you can watch on YouTube, them being able to work with the coach or a trainer to be able to work on their footwork, to be able to not just be fast, but to be a football player. I think that has transitioned just because of information, and it's also helped make the position top to bottom even better.
What do you think about like the time guys are getting to spend in college now? Like, we just saw this with Trinidad Chambers had an incredible run. Maybe he's going to get to play. Maybe he's not when that all phases out. But do you think is that a benefit, you think, to the NFL as far as guys getting even more time in college if they get it to make a little bit money a little bit longer?
Well, listen, it has nothing to do with the money as far as what's going to make them better. The money is going to keep them in college longer, which in turn is going to help them. Over the last 35 years, the average NFL career, this is everyone that makes it, is 3.5 years. So if you knew that, that's been the average the last 35 years. Would you rather get into the league when you're 21 or 23? And Leroy will tell you, your body is different when you're 23. You're a lot stronger. You can concentrate on football all day. Like, you're a different type of person. So for me, don't be in a rush. I say it like this, man. The cookies aren't done. Leave them in the oven. They're a little gooey right now. We need them a little crispy around the edges. Stay there. Get your NIL money. Get your degree. We forgot about that in college football. Hey, what about getting my degree? Get your degree. Enjoy the overall experience. And yes, they got NIL money, but it's going to help your maturity and it's going to help your pro career. It's not going to hurt your pro career at all.
CC, I don't necessarily like doing old school versus new school because I think sports is just different now.
Yes,
but
sir.
One of the things that I hate about the wide receiver position and certain other positions is you eliminate certain factors that separate you from other players that play your position. And one is when you played your position and you went across the middle, what separated you from others was that you could catch it and still get hit.
Mm-hmm.
And now they run across there waving their hands. Know if they get hit, all hell gonna break loose because, oh my God, I got hit.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody hit me with a helmet. Do you get frustrated watching guys be able to run through there scot-free and you can't tell who's the better receiver because they ain't really getting tested?
Well, this is the thing, Leroy. You got to be careful in doing that. Like when we get together at the Hall of Fame, I got guys in the late 40s, 50s, wide receivers, other positions. But their cognitive skills are not the same as myself at 60.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I continue to be cheering? And Leroy, with you still working, man, long as you've been retired, you got to keep your conversation fresh. We can't be the old guy drinking out of a mayonnaise jar on the porch. Oh, man, these kids not tough anymore. No, we don't want to be that, bro.
Right.
You want to be fresh with your commentary. And it is a part of it. But when you're a physical player, a lot like you were, it's hard to describe physicality.
Right.
Like it's hard to describe it. But those who know it's an important ingredient. It's just as important as being elusive. And no, you don't have to prove that anymore. But, these kids, I believe, are adapting to their game, and it's their game. And there's a different type of toughness that's required. And I do believe that it's more mental than it is physical from playing in the 80s and 90s and 2000s.
As a Pro Football Hall of Famer, a lot made about the process of it this year with the Belichick thing. What do you think of it? You're in. Do you think that the process is okay? Do they need to switch it up a little bit? What do you think of the Pro Football Hall of Fame process?
No, the Hall of Fame process is messed up. They got to change it. They know that. I've voiced my opinion just like I do with anything else I feel strong about. Myself, they kind of laid it under the radar. There was a lot of people in the media didn't say anything about it when I wasn't a Hall of Famer, first ballot. Well, I don't know how you have 1,100 catches, 130 touchdowns. There's only one man alive had more than that.
Right.
And not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, to me, I know it's political. And then, I set the people on fire, told them that their value as far as voting wasn't worth shit, basically. Then they kept me out a few more years as a penalty. But Terrell Owens, 5 years ago, they screwed him over. They made a little fuss about it. But now Belichick, they held him out. It's like, oh, my God, what's happening now? Oh, well, you didn't let this go for 15 years.
Right.
But, yes, it does need to be corrected, even though it's been done to other people. Like it's not right. What he has done in the game of football for the game of football is first ballot Hall of Fame action. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then who is?
Right. Yep. One of the things I hate about
Shula doesn't have a more impressive record than him. Tom Landry doesn't have a more impressive record. Vince Lombardi don't have, but all of them were first ballot. So you took that away. And the other thing is, man, you don't know how many summers you got left. Like, let's not take that man's life for granted. Him and his family's supposed to be celebrating this summer. Y'all took that for granted that he's going to be available next summer. And that's the personal part that people don't know, the celebration that you and your family, you and your homeboys. Leroy, me and my best buddies go to Canton every year.
Right.
Man, I'm buying them everything. Every treat that they had when we was in high school, that's what I get them. And we enjoy it. Like, just imagine that. Every year you get to go to Canton because you grew up with a guy, and then now that somebody else is going to play judge and jury and take that away. See, I don't believe in that, don't like it, and it definitely will be changed before next year.
I think one of the things that's frustrating for me is CC, when you got to the NFL, when I got into the NFL, all the old heads, all the coaches said one thing: leave your ego at the door. It ain't about you, it's about us. And I think we deal on a daily basis with people that get their feelings hurt if they had a bad interaction with a player. And I'm like, wait a minute, we live by these rules of leaving your ego at the door, and then when it's time for the Hall of Fame voting or whatever, they say, well, I had a bad experience with him, or I don't like his attitude, so I'm not going. And we have to deal with their egos, which is amazing.
Absolutely. Great point. No, great point. And the people in the room, they have to change the room, but no one should be able to take this. It's like the human being that voted against Derek Jeter. What the fuck? I mean, come on. Like, that person should lose their vote. And you can see some posturing in the room that, oh, I'm going to vote for this guy. And, and then they hide behind, oh, he'll get in. But you don't get in that first ballot. You don't get that back.
Right.
You don't get that back. Like, you'll be a Hall of Famer, but you won't be a first ballot, which is only a handful of. And if it's special, it should be awarded, and they should get it. And that's very disappointing with what happened to Belichick.
Chris, we appreciate the time. Go check out the James Hardie Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational. It is March 2nd through the 8th at Broken Sound in Boca. You guys can get your tickets, jameshardieinvitational.com. You guys can tune in on the Golf Channel, raising a lot of money for great causes. We really appreciate the time, Chris. Thank you so much.
All right, CC.
Only because of Leroy Hoard. There ain't no way I'm going to be on QAM this long unless Leroy Hoard is there. Leroy, my dog.
You know that.
I appreciate
you,
bro.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Man, almost got married by him, huh?
Dude, it was like, and he laughed too. Look, we were just sitting around the table. Don't lie. Sitting around the table. We eating, everybody, we talking about everybody having a good time. We eating. And we say, hello, y'all been dating or whatever. He said, y'all think about getting married? I said, we never just said, I can do it right now. I'm like, excuse me. Now, we've all been put in a spot before. That's a different spot.
Back after this. Tell them about A&T Dry Cleaners, dude.
For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. The owner is Ira. That's our guy.
Yes.
You can call or text him at any time. His number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. They've been around for 40 years. It's a family-owned business, Tobin.
Yeah, man. You could get same-day sewing. They got a seamstress on site. That's Ara's mother. It's a family business, man.
Family
She
business.
means business. She's going to take care of you, get the best care to your clothes. I got to actually get down there. Still haven't dropped off my suit from Houston from the last Dirty Boxing card. So I always know that they're going to take care of it just right. They serve all of Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach County. They can pick up or drop off your order. As Leroy said, all you got to do is just text or call Ara anytime. This is his number, 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. And a little special deal for our audience out there. You mentioned Tobin and Leroy, 25% off your order. So check them out today. A&T Dry Cleaners, 954-610-9383. That'll tickle your fancy. And now it is time to tickle Leroy's fancy.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy's fancy. Are you ready, Leroy?
I am.
All right, coming up today, little Friday afternoon baseball. Marlins, Phillies. Tickle your fancy?
No.
MLB Network?
No.
Can I put it on at 1?
No.
Why not?
You can throw it on 1. I'll watch it here.
Yeah.
But once I leave here,
what about tonight on the ice?
Oh, yeah.
The Florida Panthers skating with the Buffalo Sabres tonight, Leroy, at 7 o'clock. Does that game tickle your fancy?
It does.
My fancy is tickled.
They have started this return playing, aggressive, physical. Most of the guys are back. They look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Bob looks refreshed.
Focused.
Is he in net tonight?
I don't know yet. Let me
Back
see.
to back?
Let me sure. I'll see if we got Bob in net tonight. Let's see. Who should we check out? I don't even know. Do they have morning skate today on a day like today? I don't even know if they do.
They just got back.
Yeah.
It should be fresh.
I don't know if they're skating this morning. We
Okay.
probably won't find out before game time.
Okay.
But it could go either way. I'm not sure.
Right. So there's that. It's been, these last 2 games have been awesome. So I want to see if it continues. I don't have to worry about the Panthers like I do the Heat.
Oof.
Let's just do that.
Tonight also, and all weekend really, on the ACC network, the Miami Hurricanes take on the Florida Gators in baseball. Take your fancy?
No.
Fair enough.
No.
Fancy, not tickled.
What about tomorrow afternoon? The Miami Hurricanes.
What kind of afternoon are we talking about?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? Okay.
The men's basketball team, the Canes, take on Boston College. Does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, they had a tough loss to Virginia. I want to see them bounce back. And they probably, I would say they need 2 more wins, maybe 1 win and an attorney to guarantee a spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're in. I think they'll be in.
They got the same resume.
23-6 in the ACC, and you're not going to get in.
They got the same resume as Virginia, and Virginia was ranked 14th. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
And they've played close too. It's not like they're getting smoked, and
Right.
You got to think Jay Lucas. What a year he's had. Man.
Yep.
What
kudos to him because he came back. He came. Now basketball is a little different because the NIL guys have more of an impact right away, right?
Yes. Mhm.
So basketball is a little different, and I'm wondering if that is his ability to reach these kids and kind of recruit.
Tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Heat Rockets on Amazon Prime. Tickle your fancy?
Yes, reluctantly. You know how I feel about chasing games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazon Prime, huh?
Yep.
I mean, and KD been playing awesome.
Yep. Stupid tweets.
I mean, you know what I would do, to be honest with you?
What's that?
I would take Kel'el and have him dance out there with him.
Yeah.
Just to
Let's get wacky.
Just to expose him to all the different types of defender, the people he's going to have to defend.
I will say, Norman Powell did not look like somebody who's going to be ready to play basketball for tomorrow.
Kel'el is going to play more 15 minutes?
Hope so.
Huh. Well,
let's hope so.
Yeah. The numbers are in.
Tomorrow night.
Hey!
Oh. Let's head into the window.
The statistics have shown that when Kel'el plays less than 15 minutes, you're 1-9.
Good day.
Have a good day.
Good day. Tomorrow night on Paramount Plus, UFC Mexico City. Tickle your fancy?
Who we got? Give me your best.
You got Brandon Moreno and Lenore Kavanaugh are going to be in the main event. Flyweights.
You know how I feel about the Tic Tacs.
Got Chito Vera taking on David Martinez.
Chito Vera, he hasn't fought in a while, huh?
I don't think he has fought in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think he has fought in a while.
The name, see, I like
fun fighter.
Because you talk about the fights, the names, I can remember the names, and I'm like, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. It's not the greatest card in the world, but I'll tune in. I'll check it out.
No, I'm out.
Next week's a pay-per-view.
I'm out.
Next week we got Holloway versus Charles Oliveira.
Ooh.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Isn't he an Aussie?
Who?
Holiday.
Max Holloway? No, he's from Hawaii.
Hawaii. There you
go. Soccer. MLS is back. It's been back.
Have they been winning? I'm sorry.
The Pinks.
Well,
they've only had one match.
Did they win? A draw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Stupid ties.
But they have a rivalry game on Sunday. They take on Orlando City. Tickle your fancy. 7:00 on Apple TV.
Yeah, I got Apple TV.
Oh,
I got Apple TV.
The Pinks. What's F1 this weekend, Brittney? You got any racing you gonna be watching?
No, not yet. Race week is officially next week.
So next week's opening week for F1.
Yes, it is.
Is that the same as IndyCar?
No.
I already
they had practice last week.
What you put?
Okay. You haven't changed it.
I was waiting for the right moment to bring up that I noticed. It took me a lot longer than I'd like to admit. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't until my camera fell in the middle of the segment that I turned on my camera off and I said, "Wait a second."
Brittany's description on StreamYard for everybody who's listening.
F1 and IndyCar, samesies. So Brittany, I have a question. With all of the different tracks that they, race on, how important is practicing on a track that you're never going to race on? As far, when F1 has their practice, because they all practice in the same place. How important is that when you're never racing on that track?
I mean, it's just important to get in the car and to understand, to know how your car is going to do around the chicanes, how you're going to do on the straights.
What about the Aries?
The what?
The what?
The chicanery.
-1.
-1. For show ponies.
-1.
The chicaneries. What about?
It's called a chicane.
I know. That's what do you understand? Brittany, can I just tell you, this idiot, you could be having you could be having one of the most serious conversations, and his interjection will be that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
I was curious. I really wanted to know that, practicing on a track to figure out, because don't they all put the track on a computer basically when they race?
Yeah, so they are all being tracked on computers to see how they go around each sector of the track, and then you're either in the yellow, which means that you're going slow, you're in the green, which means you're average, and then purple is where you want to be.
What about like a real life Mario Kart? That would be fun.
It's just that I
Have you seen? You,
can't
no,
do this.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
I don't think people realize how big those Indy cars, how long they are.
I didn't know that. No, I don't know that.
Oh my goodness.
Are they long?
Indy cars are like short
Throw a shell
compared to
F1
F1.
cars. Yeah.
Imagine you
F1 cars are really long,
Mhm.
and it's crazy. Like compared to a F1 car, Indy car sounds like a Hugo.
Yeah.
It's like.
But there's a lot of new rules this year too, so I think that it's important to just get a feel for the car. It
What
doesn't
are the
matter
new
what track they're on.
rules?
So they took away DRS.
What the hell's that?
No passing.
No.
That's what DRS is, right?
No.
No. Okay.
It's a slipstream system essentially. So their back wing used to open and close. So when they would get in DRS range,
Like the Batmobile?
Sure.
Go.
If it helps you
She's
understand.
such a purist.
I'm just trying to help you understand. I'm explaining it.
Go. Stop.
So you made me lose my train of thought. So the back wing flap used to open if they would get in DRS range in DRS parts of the track, which essentially it's just so they can gain more from the slipstream, and it helped them pass. But now they've taken that away completely, and so some of the teams are doing like rotating wings or just have built their car a little differently where they naturally will get that help. So there's no more DRS range. It's going to change things because people think that it's going to stop people from passing and stuff. So the races are going to become more boring. But
So DRS is basically that's what I said. So
but it's not.
But
just
it's
about
like you could
passing.
draft.
I'm not
Almost.
Yeah,
It
essentially.
essentially helps you draft so you
Mhm.
can pass.
It's a drag reduction system. Is
Right.
the name?
Mako says it's like icing in hockey.
Sure.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But
Because
if you
that makes everyone feel
imagine
better.
if like,
Like you knuckleheads.
what?
Like you don't want to like if
No,
you're
I don't
flipping
wanna
through
learn.
like if you're flipping through the channels and you should happen to come on an F1 race
You
and
do
you
not
hear
wanna
them
learn.
talking, don't you want to at least know or have an idea of what the hell they're saying
No, he
or they're
doesn't
talking
care.
about?
He doesn't care. What do you mean? Because he just hello. Do you see my name on here?
Yeah.
F1 and IndyCar samesies. You think he cares? He doesn't
No.
care about what I care
Listen,
about.
My initial,
That is just to annoy you.
I know.
And part of me is like, good. At least he's not annoying me. But then I understand. Like it's like he listen. He's like one of those foods where they say it's an acquired taste.
thank you.
Like, yeah, there you go. Perfectly.
Can we? Like,
Tobin can't contribute, so he poops on the
Tobin,
side.
you love what you like watching TV, right?
I love TV.
Okay, so how about we make a deal?
Mm-hmm.
Drive to Survive season from last season just came out on Netflix.
Okay.
Why don't you watch the season? It's like reality television.
I do like reality TV.
It's exactly like
Are there
reality television.
housewives?
There are no housewives.
You know
no.
what my wife's watching? Beast Games.
How's that? With Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
I have no.
It's like Survivor. They had a Survivor episode. Like it's
something not right there.
No, I agree
What?
with you on that one.
It's with Mr. Beast. I
he's
don't know.
a billionaire.
Good for him. That and they all have redeeming.
Can you at
qualities.
least watch one F1 race this season?
All right, for you, I will watch one
Hey,
F1 race.
the first race is in Australia and it's at 11 o'clock at night, so that's a feasible time. I'm not making you wake it.
Same time as fighting though.
Next Saturday there's
Will
a fight.
Will you watch UFC?
I've watched UFC.
What about boxing?
I've watched boxing.
What about
I
a
watched.
Marlins game?
I watched Marlins games.
Ready?
DRS. No DRS.
See the wing in the back?
Yeah, their wings are different now.
Darkwing Duck.
There you go.
So but if you look, if there's an important fight coming up for you, I'll watch it just for you. But I do tune into the big fights and things like that.
You gonna tune into this weekend?
What's happening this weekend again?
No,
Doesn't matter.
she's not.
We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as get to our headlines this hour. Brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Heat, they lose 124-117. Bam Adebayo, 29 points, 14 rebounds. Strangely, none of them in the fourth quarter.
Right. Which is like, that almost looked like it could have been a 40-point night.
I thought he was on his way to a 40-point night.
Yeah. 40 and 15. And that's what it looked like.
Very frustrating.
Yeah. I don't know, but what that we've had this situation right here with Bam with 2 other guys where Norman Powell had 27 and 3/4 and didn't score in the fourth.
Are we not allowed to have 30-pointers?
I know.
Are we like?
I don't know. I don't understand it. And then you remember, and there used to be a thing. Oh man, I was cooking. They were hitting me in my spots. Where did they go?
Don't know. But
I do know one solution.
Oh boy, going back to the window.
Statistics have shown if Kel'el plays less than 15 minutes, you're 1-9.
Those are numbers. Good day.
Thank you for paying attention to this matter.
I'm going to Family Fest on Sunday.
Are you?
Yeah. Battle of the Bites.
Huh?
The Battle of the Bites.
Oh man, yeah. You know I love a good battle of the bites.
You want to go?
No.
Fair enough.
Here's what I would say to anybody out there: the opportunity to meet players when they're relaxed is probably one of the most enjoyable times of the year. And I'll say this. When you meet them and you meet them personally and meet them when their guard is down, sometimes it grows you, it helps you be a bigger fan of that player. You get to not only see him as a basketball player, but as a person, how he interacts with people. It's a really cool thing.
Speaking of interactions, tough day yesterday at the Combine because Aaron Glenn was caught sleeping. And there's one thing you don't want to be, the coach who's caught sleeping.
I mean, the president takes naps.
He does. You know
what? I would say this. It's a lot of hours. And I would think that some of the work and the hours that these guys put in preparing for it, it becomes kind of boring when you get there.
I totally understand it being boring, and I'm sure there's.
But you can't be the Jets coach and fall asleep.
Exactly.
That's okay.
That's the rule.
That's who you. If Andy Reid dozed off, we'd be like, oh.
If Vrabel wants to fall asleep, you just have the Super Bowl. You can't be on the hot seat and fall asleep. You need Cafe Bustelo.
If who's Conley, the coach for Seattle?
Right. If McDonald wants to fall asleep,
falls asleep,
he can fall asleep.
Yeah.
First-year coaches cannot sleep. Coaches on the hot seat cannot sleep.
You see Halfley and Sully, they look like they have a bunch of energy.
Oh, he was bred out of bushy-tailed Halfley.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron Glenn got caught napping yesterday. And I'm totally with you. I bet you that the Combine is so boring. I bet you, because I'm sure there are stars you go, oh, let me check out this guy. But there's got to be some guys who are just like, ugh.
Yeah. You know who my roommate was in the Combine? Because I told you we had our own Lamar Lathan.
Oh.
And it was Lamar Lathan. He had an offensive lineman. And that was the year that who's the quarterback that won the Heisman? Oh, he does the college stuff now, but he went to Houston. They had a really good team that year. And so I hung out with them.
The report cards, I wanted to get to this because I didn't give the Dolphins their grades on what they got. And I found I found two things fascinating with this. Mm-hmm. Not only that they're still number one, that's not that surprising. I mean, they've been top notch as that's concerned.
Uh-huh.
And basically it was pretty much A's across the board. Other than treatment of family's got a B+, and it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Family, home field A-, food A, nutritionist A-, locker room A-. What do you want? What do you want? A circus bear in there? Like what? A-.
What's now?
A-
For what?
For the locker room. Training room A, training staff A, weight room A+, strength coach A+, position coaches A-, offensive coordinator A-, defensive coordinator A, special teams coordinator B.
Oh yeah.
Team travel A, general manager A-. Team owner, I imagine that's got to be Champ Kelly, right? They got to be talking about Champ Kelly.
No,
they can't be talking about Chris Greer.
See, I
Although
would,
Chris Greer did give a lot of guys money.
I would say that you really kind of have to think about the relationships that the players have with all these people. And when you think of a GM, and I'll say this, when you think of a GM and how his grade is, a part of that is just the communication between him and the player and the agent. And that's what makes it good. You know, like, I mean, you may not like the moves that they make, but your interaction with them could be. And I don't know how they would give him anything less than an A. Everybody that wanted to get paid got paid.
Head coach,
I'd say
got a B.
B. I can understand it. I would say some of the younger guys really like his interaction. Some of the older guys wish he was a little tougher.
It was said for former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel, he dropped from an A+ to a B, according to ESPN. Players identifying scheduling, communication, and leadership as key areas for coaching improvement.
Mm-hmm. What happens is, and I'm going to tell you how this works. Sometimes when you have leaders in your locker room, the coach relies on them to further the message.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have like a lot of groups that have that leadership council or whatever. And the head coach would actually meet with those guys to kind of get the agenda across. Denny was that way. Cris Carter, John Randall, Randall Cunningham, Randall McDaniel, a lot of veterans, Ed McDaniel, like a lot of veterans who have been with Denny from the beginning. He could voice his opinion to them and they would get it taken care of, right? But it seems like what happened with Mike, some of the guys he was dependent on were knuckleheads, right?
There's the snooze.
Like, Tyreek could be your best player. Can he be a leader?
Well, they tried that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like ooh.
Well, they caught him. No. That's a doze off. That's a classic doze off.
Right. But
and somebody probably went, Aaron.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so Tyreek can be a leader, but he can't be your captain. He can't be your guy you go to for.
It's too immature.
Right. And that's kind of where it kind of got, because now everybody's looking at the leader, looking at the so-called captain, seeing what he getting caught up in. How's that helping the team?
I was also interested because I was like, all right, we got a bunch of Green Bay guys. Their grades, I found this interesting. Green Bay Packers, offensive coordinator, C. Special teams coordinator, B+. Head coach, B-. But defensive coordinator, A-. So Jeff Hafley, very strong grade, the strongest of grades amongst the Packers. Very interesting. Very interesting. So good to know. Good to know. Jeff Hafley. He is. Do you want some of these Cleveland
linebackers running 4.7?
Oh, this kid was a freak. Sonny Styles.
Yeah,
he might be.
Well, he's going to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, with them. He was a freak yesterday. The Cleveland Browns. You want some of their grades? They were ranked 30th overall. Or would you like it to be a mystery?
Here's what I hate about this. I'm going to tell you now. Most of it is associated with winning and the frustrations of losing and having the debacle at quarterback in Cleveland, I'm go ahead and go on a limb and give me an area. I'll give you a grade.
Food.
C.
D plus.
Okay.
Nutritionist.
D plus.
C plus.
C plus. Wait, how can you have no food but have a nutritionist?
I guess I like him.
Well, shouldn't he be getting you the right foods?
Treatment of families.
F.
D minus.
D minus, which is right next to F.
It is.
I'm just thinking of how when I go there. Go.
Locker room.
The facility or the locker? I'd say B. I'd say
is
B. I'd say F. Wow.
Head coach. Listen, Stefanski.
C.
C minus.
C minus. All right.
Team travel.
F.
D minus.
D minus.
Close.
Yeah.
Let's see. Defensive coordinator. The Schwartz.
B plus.
A minus.
A minus. They love him.
They love him.
But now I would say this. Jim Schwartz should get another head coaching job. Because it seems like the defensive coordinators have a better go at it because of the physicality they teach. That being said, his last coaching stint and what we remember of it is him losing his mind a lot.
Is he younger? Like, how much younger is he than Vic Fangio? Because he's been around forever.
Yeah, he was on the coaching staff when I was playing football. So if he 20, that's 35. He's got to be 60.
Yeah, he's about to turn 60.
Yeah. See that?
You're good at this.
Yeah. I mean, we were in the
All right, so Fangio's almost 70. He's 67.
right. So what I would say is that I know this dude. He's an intense guy. But we said the same thing about Man Campbell, right? It worked out. What I would say about Jim Schwartz is I think people want to know if he's learned from the Detroit days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of the question that you have, because when you coach defense, you're still very intense. And the only thing everybody sees is that intensity. And they're like, hey, is he going to be any different if we make him a head coach than he was in Detroit? That's the issue. But he deserves another shot because I would say the same things they said about him, about his personality, or whatever they said about Bill Belichick. And he went on from Cleveland and had an amazing career.
We'll take a break here on the program. We're back after this.
Yep.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3.
Take it to the chorus.
This is a Good Friday song.
Huh?
It's a Good Friday song.
Really?
I don't even think those are the lyrics, Leroy.
I don't think it was.
Yo, listen.
It's Take It to the Back.
Okay. Take
wait,
it to the
no,
chorus.
you are right.
Thank you. Apologize. -1 for Brittney.
Wow.
Hey.
Them's the rules. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
-1
I'll take my minus.
Hey.
for sass.
Hey.
For
So,
sass.
so here's the deal. I'm surprised. Like, we had plenty of weekend songs.
Yep.
But the only famous Friday thing was from Friday. When you say it's Friday, you ain't got no job. That's like when you say Friday, there's no song. There's no Friday song.
Friday, I'm in love.
No, absolutely not.
Is that The Cure?
Absolutely not. Huh?
Is that The Cure?
I don't know.
Friday, I'm in love. Sorry.
Hey. It was good catching up with my boy.
You had fun?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, again, I pretty much got along with everybody. And with how I played, that almost seems crazy. Right? But what is the first thing they say? That dude's crazy. That's what they say about
They
it.
did say
Yeah.
everybody does seem to say you were crazy, which makes me
'Cause-
feel like,
Because how I had to play.
yeah.
It had nothing to do with me. It was just that how I played and like I didn't know any other way of playing and how I got into situations. Because I was big on just letting people know what was up.
Al Macco says Cris Carter says vows and swears.
Yeah. That hey, dude, I'm telling you.
That's the beauty of being a minister. You can always absolve
the
yourself.
funny thing about Cris was the dude was in such good shape that he would run a route, catch a ball, and then talk trash to the guy he caught the pass on, and they were exhausted. Everybody was exhausted.
Quarterback speaking today, Carson Beck from
Okay.
Isaiah Smalls of the Miami Herald. He said that he had a formal interview with the Dolphins today that he said, quote, went well.
Okay.
Carson Beck and meeting with the Dolphins.
I think
brass.
Carson Beck has. I think his arm. They're probably worried about his arm, and maybe with another year it'll get stronger because his arm seemed to struggle towards the end. I mean, it just got tired, and
Yeah, it
that
was a
maybe
weird
because
thing.
listen, he just had elbow surgery.
Well, that's the thing is like,
and people don't understand. Like, yes, you can play, but you're not at your best.
and they always said in baseball, like when you have Tommy John, it comes back the next year's when you're really good, and
Right,
strong.
but-
So like,
but-
but I don't know what it's like in football. I'm not sure.
You're throwing something heavier.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, I think that there may be some opportunities for people. I would say this: he kind of has the same feel to me as Atlanta quarterback Kirk Cousins, like big, tall, strong guy. Questions about his arm.
Yeah.
And
I think he got a little gun shy too during the year because, like, he had some big third down throws for sure in the playoffs, but I think it felt like he didn't want to let it rip all the way
because
of the
maybe
arm.
he couldn't. And
But
look at the end of the Indiana where he tried to chuck it, and it was like,
I don't want to talk about it.
right? No, but like you.
Not ready.
Here's the problem in sports, and this is what sucks about sports. You mentally know what is needed. But sometimes you get to a point where you're unsure if your body can produce.
Right.
That's the worst spot to be in. And as a quarterback, it has to do with arm strength.
Well, they always talk about feel too, right? Like, do you feel like if you're trying to like get that taste of like what your arm can do? Because sometimes there were throws that I felt like he uncorked one.
Right.
I was like, what the hell was that?
Right.
It just didn't look like he had like the great, like all of it back of just knowing
It's
probably
on
throws
and
he's taking all the time.
On and off. like it'll happen one time and then the next time you're sore or the next time it doesn't feel as strong. I think that's all part of the process of getting healthy. I mean, you look at what Kirk Cousins looked like the year he came back from his Achilles and what he looked like at the end of last year. Like improvement. Like we can't,
He looks pretty old.
No, but if you watched him the last couple of weeks of the season, he was really good.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. They beat who they beat? The Rams. They beat Tampa. So yeah. I'm not saying he's going to be a world beater, but keep in mind, you got 20 quarterbacks and 32 teams.
It's never been better to be Malik Willis. I know that.
Oh my goodness.
This guy picked the year for free agency, apparently.
Yeah. Picked a year with no real threats in the draft. Now, I do believe like this has the making of one of those drafts that ends up with a Dak Prescott, that ends up with like a Kirk Cousins, that ends up with like, because a lot of these guys in the draft were considered to at some point to be top prospects.
Yeah, Ty Simpson had that.
Gus
before.
Nussmeier. Oh, is it Nussmeier?
Yeah.
In LSU. You look at Beck. You look at, there's a lot of guys that might not be first or second rounders, but at some point in their college career, they were considered elite.
Shuck showed moxie last year.
Yeah.
For
Shuck. Not spelled like Shuck.
It's really stupid.
Yes. Why are we just making it up as we go?
Don't know. It's not his name.
So
Shaw.
You can't help yourself. You can't help it. So
is this live baseball classic, by the way?
No.
This is reruns?
I'm guessing because they showed like 15 different teams.
It's Cuba versus, is that the manager?
No, with gloves on?
Yeah.
They're just showing highlights.
Okay. But I didn't know if this is like throwback World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, what do they do it every 2 years?
3.
Every 3 years. Okay.
Nike makes bats?
Huh?
That's kind of cool. Oof. Yeah.
Is that Ichiro?
Man.
Wow, those Japanese.
They're good baseball players.
Yeah.
Very good country. Shohei Ohtani, we're very lucky to have him. I don't know what's going on with his contract, but he's very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, last night the Heat lost. Bam Adebayo, this was him on them not playing hard enough.
Didn't play hard enough, bro. I mean, I don't know how to explain effort. You can clearly see we weren't making enough of an effort to get guys off the line and make multiple efforts.
Yeah, it was annoying, especially in the first half. It was bad.
Right.
I don't know. That's one of those.
I mean,
where,
but
like,
sometimes it looks a little foolish when they pull up from 28, because that's what started happening when they start feeling it. When Maxey feeling it.
I mean,
and he just started pulling up from wherever he wanted to.
The feeling it was, and then it got to a point like
Smith and Kel'el reference in 3, 2, 1. Don't remind me.
Papa says tired of Bam.
Really?
Tired of him. Well, listen, he might be tired of here.
Don't.
What? Sorry.
I think you have to feel more strongly about Bam than you do Bob, if you want to get down to it.
Yeah, but I don't think Bob would ever ask out of. Why would you leave? Why would you demand to trade from a champion? Now, what I would say about Bam, of course, I don't want Bam to leave the Miami Heat. What I would say is
this is about what they all do.
Would I be surprised? Would I be surprised after years? Be like, hey, well, what are we gonna do? Like, am I?
Would that be equivalent to when they got rid of Zoe? Because that's the biggest name that I can think of. Not what happened to D-Wade. But remember,
I could see the parallels.
Right.
Yeah,
Zoe being the leader, Zoe being like the person you build a team around,
yeah,
and then you trade them. Is that the closest thing to that is Bam.
Where does Zoe refers to? He refused to go to Toronto, right? But was that from he refused to go to Toronto from New Jersey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Man. Has anybody ever got traded to New Jersey or the Nets and it worked out?
Vince Carter. Vince Carter was a very good net.
When wasn't that when it was Vince Carter, it was
Jason Kidd.
They went to the finals, didn't they? Or the Eastern Conference Final.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Philly ended up to the finals.
Well, didn't KD went one year too? Remember his foot was on the line.
They lost in the semis.
Okay.
They lost in the semis, and then the Bucks beat. I forget.
Okay.
Oh, they beat the Hawks that year.
Right. Okay.
Remember? Trae Young went to the Trae Young led the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. Tell me that's not the fakest playoffs ever. They say the bubble. Get out of here. Post bubble. That was the fakest. Get out of here. Ridiculous.
Dude, why you carry more petty and bitterness with you?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can't deny that.
I don't understand why, like, I get along with everybody except the people people on the other end of this mic. Like, I don't know. It's funny.
Crazy, man. All right, we'll take a break here on the program. Mixed bag coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, you want to go see Jelly Roll? Hey, Leroy, what's that song Jelly Roll sings?
I'm not okay.
He's got another one.
Yeah.
He did that one last time.
Yeah, but it's pretty impressive that he didn't do the God Needs a Favor thing. That's all I think about because I heard Jelly Roll out yesterday when I Kiss Country on, and they played
he
that.
has a collab. He has a couple of collabs that I've been listening to, but I can't think of them right now. It was I can't think of the name of it. But every time it comes on, I'm like,
just do the God Needs a Favor one.
Yeah. That's your thing. I only talk to God when I need a favor.
Anyway, if you want to go see Jelly Roll, he is going to be at the, I think, Financial Amphitheater in May. And if you guys want to go, we'll give it to caller number. Brittney, what caller you want to do? It's your answer. She's going to be like 1. Mix it up, Brittney.
I've never even been asked this question.
Jennifer's internet stinks today, so
let's do caller number 4.
Caller 4 to 305-567-0560. Caller 4 to 305-567-0560 is going to win a pair of tickets to see Jelly Roll at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in May. It's a Live Nation show, but if you guys want to go, caller 4 to 305-567-0560, and that is your cue to call. Let us get to the mixed bag here on a Friday. Leroy, you familiar with Louis Riddick?
Yeah, that's my guy.
He had some thoughts on Rueben Bain.
I actually played with Louis Riddick. He was a safety.
Louis Riddick scouted. Now he's been a big TV star for the last 5 or so years.
He worked in front office. He was in front office before.
This is what he had to say on Rueben Bain.
I think the tape speaks for itself. So where does he stack up? I just don't see there's any way that this young man should still fall outside of the top 10. He should not get past the Kansas City Chiefs at 9 or the Cincinnati Bengals at 10. Is he in the same class from an athletic trait standpoint as a David Bailey or an Arvell Reese, from Texas Tech and Ohio State respectively? No, that's obvious. But when you turn on the tape, the leverage, the power, the flexibility, the bend, the 3-down capability to stop the run, rush with power, rush with finesse, it's all there. He was tutored by one of the very best to ever do it in Jason Taylor down there at the University of Miami. I have no question he will overcome his shortcomings, and he will be a tremendous pro.
All right. Louis Riddick is very fond of Rueben Bain, and we'll see what happens. Chop Robinson, for the record, he has 32.5-inch arms.
He's also taller. His whole body type is different. Like, what are we doing?
Charles Harris, of course, notorious Dolphin star. 32 3/8 inches on his arms.
Good, long arms. Let's pick him in top 10.
So you'll excuse me if I don't give a rat's ass. But you know what? He should be docked a little bit. Maybe top 11?
Right. No.
11? 11 sounds about the right landing spot for him. Just saying. Tyler Hero. Took him a while to get going yesterday. Then he had a big third quarter.
They haven't been having third quarter, but they've been having god-awful finishes.
This is what he had to say. What the hell went wrong in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, they were beating us down the floor, for a team that doesn't really run in transition. That's our game. And, they took it to us in transition. They were beating us up on the boards, at least it felt like. And, we were turning the ball over, coughing it up, and it was leading out to easy runouts for them. And they got multiple of those in that first half.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do, dude? What is their game? Their game.
I don't know. I give. I'm numb.
You know what? Yeah. But we should hear from the coach, Erik Spoelstra.
Oh, yeah.
What's he got to say?
All of it is important. We wanted to do something here on the road. I thought we had, 2 shots at it in both of these games. But, this pressure and everything that we're feeling going down the stretch, this is a privilege. This is an absolute privilege. Even when it's not, when we're not getting the result that we want, we have an opportunity to step up into this pressure.
You ready to lose your mind? See?
Is that if I hear him say privilege one more time?
Why is that his thing
Why?
this year?
I don't know.
Why
I don't
is that
know.
his thing this year?
I don't know. I have to hear it multiple times a week.
It's a privilege.
We're just so excited about this opportunity. What opportunity? The one that you're missing out on because you can't win games?
This is his new, like, we welcome the competition. It's a privilege. I miss the days of don't let go of the rope.
Don't push the rope.
Remember when he used to say, like, I remember when Erik Spoelstra, when the Heat was like going up against it, and he'd be like, it's that old quote, character isn't made of a bed of roses and sunshine. Like steel, it's forged in fire between a hammer and an anvil. Right now, we're between the hammer and an anvil. This is the NBA. That was a Spoism. Now it's just like, that's a privilege. Pretty soon, it's going to be a privilege if you have anybody tuning in. Keep this up. Sheesh. Crazy, man. All right, that's the mixed bag.
Why are we so frustrated with the Heat?
I don't know. I should be talking about the Cats because, man, Sergei Bobrovsky was awesome yesterday. I mean, can you believe, Jennifer, that Leroy was ready to ship off Sergei Bobrovsky?
No, don't you do it.
He was ready to ship off. It was all gone.
Hello, Jennifer.
Can you believe that, JFig? He was ready to ship off Bob.
I can't believe it.
Whoa.
I know.
Your mic sounds weird. You sound like a robot. Strange. I think you over-inputted. I don't know what that means.
Can you hear it better?
No, it sounds worse, actually. Maybe Scooby pressed a button. Oh, she gives us the finger. Wait.
Like,
There's more.
There's more.
There's more. Fix it, dude. But Sergei Bobrovsky yesterday, my God. God, do I love him. He's so he was so tremendous yesterday. That's a champion.
She's scared to talk.
She doesn't even want to test the waters.
She doesn't want to test the waters.
She doesn't even want to go out there.
How about now?
Now you sound like Jennifer. You sound great.
Yeah.
You sound great. So could you believe this Leroy Hoard was ready to ship off Sergei Bobrovsky?
I honestly cannot believe him.
It's crazy, dude. How could you do that to Bob?
Really?
How
Why
could you do that?
would you do that to Bob?
Jennifer, don't do it.
You spoke for 5 minutes without being on the camera, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't do it.
Classic Leroy she just did to you.
Yeah.
A jab that had nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'm glad you agree.
And listen, you should know 100% you're gonna fail at this when you take the side of the knucklehead over
I'm not.
here.
There's no taking sides.
I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm taking my own side.
Okay.
Do you think? What is that tournament that's in
Side out?
What's that tournament that's in West Palm this weekend? I saw it on the news this morning.
The that's in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
The
isn't that what used to be the Honda? Is it something new?
yes,
now?
yes. It's the cognizant.
Is this Brooks Koepka's first return? Is this his?
No,
first
he's
tournament?
played in other tournaments.
Oh, okay.
But this is his first one. A lot of guys playing this because it's at the
Brooks Koepka.
it's at the Bears. It's in Palm Beach, and a lot of guys live in that area. So there's those guys. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Justin Thomas is playing for the first time.
Is he?
He had back surgery last year. So yeah, this is usually one of Jack's tournaments. So a lot of guys play in it.
Very cool. Yeah, you can't upset the OGs.
Yeah, and it's a really difficult golf course. It's
It's
closer to you than me.
It is.
Yeah,
It
in
is.
Palm Beach.
No, I know they were doing it. I was like, why are they doing it? The news anchors. Yeah, I watched the 6 o'clock news, and they're like live on a golf course. I'm like, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah, it's in town. And next week they're in Boca. The seniors are in Boca at the Chris thing.
I love the local news, especially in Palm Beach. It's so adorable. Like, I feel like Miami news is a little bit more serious. Palm Beach news, it's like, let's go over to the Fireman's Chili Cook-Off. Dave? Dave is over there. He's just
So basically, Palm Beach is like you being in
very sweet. It's like let's go over right now where Mother Goose is singing at the library. Dave.
It's always Dave.
It's always Dave.
I like down here when they always want to be like, like when the hurricanes come through.
Oh, dude.
The smallest reporter they have is holding on to a stop sign.
The first time I had a TV now.
Right? They never have like the big person. They always have the smallest person to just give you an idea of how this wind is blowing.
You know what? They're brave. They are very brave people to be doing that.
You know what? I'm going to tell you how it works. Y'all want me to give you some inside information on hurricanes? Don't worry about it till Jim Cantori comes into your area.
Yeah.
When he comes down,
show pony.
And when he comes down, it's getting serious.
The other thing that was funny was like my first TV, like I had like one of those little square TVs that had the antenna in it. Remember?
Yeah.
The only channel it got was WSVN. So it was always like bow, and it would just be like triple murder today outside of a hurricane where we were murdering and swirling around in the air. Back to you, Jim.
Oh yeah, they go like the news. Oh my goodness.
But if you listen to Palm Beach, it's like, all right, let's go over there. We have a race between critters in the forest.
Yeah, I put 20. I put 20 on this big crustacean.
Everybody in Palm Beach is just
everything is so tragic down here.
Yeah.
Where they play the music, the intro music, and you're like, oh, what's happening? What's up?
Palm Beach, it's just like, oh, it's just all sun. Maybe and this is just the morning news. Maybe the night news is. I don't usually watch the news in prime time, but the news in the morning when I'm, it's always like they're at some children's hospital or children's library or some charity event, and it's always Dave, and Dave is just a delight. He's just like, yeah, all right, let's go to Carl. He's in the chopper.
Clear scores out there, Karen. I'm back to you.
I feel like you've practiced this way too much.
Oh no. What's crazy is down here, they don't even have to go to the chopper because they got cameras everywhere.
No, I'm like, they still need that. No. I don't want to take.
They still have a chopper that goes around them.
Yeah,
I don't want to take Carl's job away.
I know when I leave my house, if I see the choppers, oh, there's an accident either on 95 or 75 or the Sawgrass because you can see the like when you leave.
Do you think that like they actually do? Do you think he's faking the chopper and they're just using a drone these days?
No, you can see. Choppers in the morning are all over.
Having a chopper to check out the traffic has to be the least efficient cost thing that they've done in the history of media.
Oh yeah, especially with fuel.
Yeah, there's no way that like how much. I would love to know like how much has Local 10 or WSVN or any of these stations used back in the day when they were using the news chopper every day just to look at traffic. Not for a chase. Oh, yeah, that's good news.
Those are good.
Those are good.
There hasn't been one in a while.
Oh, come on, don't jinx it.
Why you don't want to chase? Chases are fun.
I mean, I guess
chases are fun.
Chases are fun.
I realized that Florida was in a world by itself when I turned on the news and they said an older couple accidentally drove the golf cart onto the highway.
Yep.
In Palm Beach. And I was like, could you imagine that?
That's
two people married. George, I told you to take a left. Shut up, Mildred.
I already know.
Mildred.
I only use Mildred.
I just
wait. So my daughter is named after my grandmother. Okay. Here's the kicker. It wasn't until later on in my life that I realized that her first name wasn't Rebecca. Her middle name was Rebecca, and her real name was Mildred. And I told poor baby Mildred.
Wow. JIP says there was a chase yesterday. It was caught in the turnpike.
Oh, you can't get it.
You're always judging a chase too, because you're like,
By the way,
how can he not see where he's going?
Right. But first of all, you can't elude anybody on some of the busiest highways in the South.
No, you're done.
You're done.
You're better off trying to just like hope they don't get to you, because it's just like
getting out the car. My favorite is when they get out the car and run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, last resort, this ain't gonna work out. It's almost curtains for him.
You ain't stretched, you ain't did no cardio in a while. How far you gonna get away?
That's not happening.
Yep.
We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines and all the happenings in sports. Busy sports schedule. We'll give you that for the weekend before you go. Marlins are about to be in action. Take a break. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you.
The Kel'el info again.
Oh, man. We'll take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com as we have spring training about to get underway. The Marlins and Phillies on MLB Network. So it appears, yeah, you
I know. I was trying to fix it, but I guess I have.
That's for the radio audience, Jennifer, just so they know.
I appreciate that.
So the Marlins about to get underway with the Phillies. Who we got out there? We got Xavier Edwards at second, Jacob Marcy at center, Augustine Ramirez at catcher, Griffin Conant at right field, Christopher Morel. That's kind of looking a little opening day-ish.
Who's pitching?
I don't know. It's the only guy they don't have.
Isn't that crazy when you see the lineups, the pitcher's not on there?
Otto Lopez is the only guy not in there today. They got Maximo Acosta. A Phillies lineup: Trey Turner, JT Realmuto, Kyle Schwarber, Aldonis Garcia, Bryson Scott, Edmundo Sosa, Justin Crawford, Otto Kemp, and I have no idea who that last guy is. Leover Peguero. Whoa, they got those ugly. Oh, okay. I thought those were. I was like, man, those are some terrible Philly uniforms. Philly Fanatic, wildly overrated as a mascot, by the way.
He's like the OG, though. That's why, right?
San Diego Chicken is the OG, but I would say the Philly Fanatic's probably like number 2 as far as mascot.
Then why you say he's overrated?
Just overrated. All he did was show up with some silly string. Nobody even knows what he is. Is he a bird? Is he an alien? What is he? You need a mascot. You need to know exactly what it is right off the bat. And as far as
wrong with
Billy the
you?
Marlin, he's a Marlin. All right. Bernie, he's a basketball. He's a nose with a basketball. He's a fireball with a basketball flame. Nose. Boom. Exactly. Made that exactly clear. Let me roll that back a little bit.
So clear.
Bernie is a fireball with a basketball nose. It's very clear what he is.
Hit it right in the nose.
All right.
I'm going to take my -1 for butchering.
Thank
English.
-1.
Thank you
for butchering English.
I appreciate you taking responsibility.
It's on me. Well, it's off of me, Coach.
Okay.
Apologize. Panthers, they win yesterday. They beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Tough week for Canada. Tough week.
It's been a tough, more than that.
Tough sports road for them recently.
Yep.
Although McDavid, I think that guy who asked him that question, McDavid, I mean, they won 8-1 yesterday over the Kings. I think it pissed him off a little bit. The Bobby yesterday, he had 28 saves for the Cats.
I might have never won anything, but I always wanted to do this. So can you repeat what I say? Bobby. 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 Bobby.
Man, that guy.
Miss that guy.
Can I just say this? Bless his heart. But if me or you had done that, we would have been looking at each other going, no.
That's not what they say, Barky.
Yeah.
Robbie Snelling's on the hill for the Fish Day. He's one of their top prospects, and he's going up against Aaron Nola, who feels like he's been a Philly for 20 years.
Nola.
Nola.
New Orleans, Louisiana, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's what that stands for. So you got that going today. And then
wow. Listen, can I just say this? No, I'll leave it for my dead to me.
Okay. Fair enough. The other rest of the schedule for the week, we've got a busy sports schedule, ladies and gents. Okay?
Kind of busy, but no meat.
Cats game tonight's pretty big.
Cats game, that's tonight.
This is the biggest game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Biggest game of the weekend is tonight.
Yes.
Florida Panthers, Buffalo Sabres, 7:00.
Yes. At home.
At home. That's the biggest game of the weekend.
Yep.
The Heat, they will take on the Rockets tomorrow at 3:30. For those looking forward on television, it's on Amazon Prime. If you want the local call, then you got Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert, Tommy Tig, and Solana tomorrow.
Mhm.
And we got that for you. 3:30. So what is that? That's 2:15. 2:15 is preheat.
Yes, 2:15 is preheat.
2:50. Well, what are they doing?
Britt,
2 to 2:15.
Britt, you got to like this weekend. You're early birding it.
I'm excited. I have plans for drinks and dinner after the game. So I'm
Wow.
pumped.
Yeah.
All right.
As you should.
That's definitely going to overtime. That's what always happens.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Tobin.
Wait, are you going to the game?
Do you like?
Yeah. I'm
He's
going.
been after you this whole day.
I am going.
I know he really has. Like, what did I do to you?
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
Look what he has.
So not
Breaks
nice.
Lent within 3 days. Leroy's side camera. Jennifer's internet stinks. I remember the womb. Like,
Don't do that.
you have nothing to do.
He didn't do that.
He just messes with everybody.
I didn't do the
He
names.
didn't do the names except for his own.
I did the first
Dude, I moved. So last night, Dre was on the bed, and my legs he lays on top of the blanket, and my legs get tied up. So I moved my legs, and he looked up and went,
wow.
So I just left my legs tied up like a mermaid.
Of course.
Because
Oh no, did you have that twisted
testicle?
Yeah.
No.
You know the medical name for that is testicular torsion.
I do know the name for that is, but I was using the
Why
the,
do we
the
have
street
to
name.
use?
The street name is crazy.
Wait, why are you treating twisted testicle like drugs?
Well, because the first when I got twisted testicle, the urologist says like, you have testicular torsion. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, it's twisted testicle.
Nobody knows what testicular torsion is.
I didn't know what testicular torsion was.
Are you serious?
If you say that, listen, all I know is it sounds like if you say
sounds
that
scary.
to a guy, you say ow. That's all you're gonna say.
Leroy, I'm surprised that you don't know about testicular torsion. It's like really common in athletes, especially
How about that?
I try to avoid getting
like
squashed.
with cups and
like,
things like that.
No,
like, it's super
I never.
common.
I couldn't run with a cup. I felt like a cowboy.
Well, thank God you played for the
Do you
Cowboys.
think Bob wears a
Thank
cup?
goodness, you know?
Yes.
Bob has to wear a cup, right?
Yes.
Has to.
Yes. Could you? Oh
Or does
my
it
goodness.
does it get hidden through the pads?
No. No.
Is he-
Catchers, goalies, cup.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm guessing that a lot of the hockey players wear a cup. I know a lot of infielders wear a cup.
Kachuk doesn't wear a cup.
Wait, see, because this is actually I misspoke. It's actually if you don't wear a cup, you're more susceptible to it.
Right.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, because then
because of the
because
speed in which you're
no,
running.
because
I don't wanna
individual
get-
because the individual movement. So the positraction of each testicle can
Stop
go on
doing
its
that.
own. Whereas if you have a cup, every's in unison.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
moving
realize.
together.
I'm sorry, Brittany. I didn't realize you were a medical student.
guys,
so otherwise I would have called it.
But the thing is like I'm not a medical student. It's just like I feel like when someone like everyone knows what testicular torsion is. I
don't
just
think
like
that-
do you guys not
So,
go to
think
like
about
sex
this.
ed class in school?
No, think about this. We're guys. We always use street name for certain things.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean?
It also can happen to women, by the way.
What?
Yes, you can have a twisted ovary.
Well, I know that,
Oh.
but I didn't know.
Oh, I
that.
thought
Well, it's
you was
essentially
gonna
the
say-
same. It's
I'm
essentially
like,
the same concept.
If you're a
you guys.
woman and you come up to me and say, I got twisted testicle,
No,
I'm out.
that women can have.
Boy, yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, but I thought that like a
Goodness.
twisted ovary was like through the whole process of like the egg coming out and whatnot. Like I didn't know that it happened from a
Oh,
certain way.
what
you
are we
lay.
doing? What are we
I'm not
doing?
sure
What?
how it happened.
Can everybody stay in their lane? Right?
I think
You
we
don't talk
should.
about ovaries. You don't talk about testicles.
We're
Minus
talking
one.
about medical.
Are they
things.
playing at
Yeah.
Rockville this year?
Twisted testicle.
Coming at you. We got twisted ovaries and twisted testicle with their smash it torsion. Rockville. Coming at you.
Why? Can I just? Why? I'm getting stupider.
This
Like,
is great.
wait. So look,
What?
and dude,
Twisted sister as an
opening hang.
Twisted testicle, the time has come.
If they
like
stay
that,
this way, it'll be no fun today. Okay.
And then you hear the drop.
They're twisting.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
I think I get a runny nose and sneeze in this only here.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
I'm telling you guys are always coming after me with this. It's real. There's a lot of dust in there. No one actually vacuums.
No one cleans or
No one
vacuums in this
cleans.
place.
Right.
It's
You know when
the
you know when they have-
dustiest room there is in that building.
You want to know when there's zero cleaning going on in this building? When they put the paper towel roll in the bathroom instead of like opening up the little paper towel gate.
Yes.
Can I also say this? Listen, dear corporate, the hand wipes or the paper towels that are required to dry your hands, we have to stack 750 of them together, because if you just try to use one or two, your hand goes right through it because they're so thin. Like, in your efforts to get more, like, you're wasting money.
Let's release our own report card about Odyssey facilities like the NFL did.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
honestly, you get very
Dude,
close to that
hey.
microphone too, Leroy. I'd be careful.
You know what they say. Like, remember we used to have those involuntary questionnaires where nobody knew who you were, but
Totally anonymous.
But then those people mysteriously disappeared.
Completely coincidental.
Okay. I'm doing no. There, no. Mm-mm.
We'll take a break.
Anonymous. Nope. That's not my name.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll play a little You Dead to Me. Plus, if you guys missed it, we had Cris Carter on the show. He was excellent. We will bring that to you this hour as well. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you.
They got me.
With?
I don't know this song.
Is this
No.
Nope. Tame
No.
Impala.
Who?
Tame Impala.
Sold out this entire tour in seconds.
Did they?
Yep.
Did you try and get them too?
I wanted to, but I knew there was no hope.
Tame Impala.
Impala.
Oh, Impala. They got that song out, Dracula. Is that the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I know who it is.
Just make it Paolo Banchero.
Yeah. No, but I know they have. I know one of their songs.
Let us get to a little "You're Dead to Me" coming up here because we're gonna have Cris Carter. If you guys missed it, he joined us earlier. We'll bring that to you as Pro Football Hall of Famer, Leroy's former teammate, and offered to marry Leroy.
I'm telling you,
What a good friend.
I'm sorry. Officiate Leroy's wedding. He did not want to marry.
Yeah,
Leroy.
because you know when you guys said that at first,
Hey,
it was not very.
Can I
inflating.
just say, you guys know me.
Yeah.
Like I can be the brunt of a joke. I can laugh. I can yuck it up. I like to BS with the best of them. I have never been more uncomfortable.
That's a do or die situation.
Yeah.
He really put you. He really
Like,
put you.
yeah. I put that turkey down so fast.
2 on, no out for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber is
Wow. He
coming.
just looked like he's a meathead.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we had 56 home runs last year. He's pretty
Right.
good. He's pretty good. But tough start for Snelling here early on. Marlins went down in order. Augustine Ramirez striking out to finish off last inning. But let us get to "You're Dead to Me."
You're dead to me.
All right. Here's who's dead to me. And it really pains me to do this. But Miami Heat game ops is dead to me.
Why? What happened?
Because we got beat to a good idea. We got beat to a good idea. And that is because the Atlanta Hawks are having Magic City night.
Oh,
They are honoring Magic City, the famed Atlanta strip club, and they will be even serving that night
Lemon pepper wings.
Lemon pepper Lou wings. And man, that's a great promotion. Wow. That is a great promotion.
Can I just say that night won't be many intangibles in the building?
I don't know. I don't know.
Lemon pepper wings and strippers? Come on.
James Harden?
Hey,
James
wait.
Harden was like, trade me from Cleveland right now.
Hey, please.
It's the first demanding of a trade to a team in the playoffs to out of the playoffs simply because he wanted to be there for Lemon Pepper Lou night.
Lemon pepper Lou night.
Anyway, I'm just jealous that the Heat didn't beat them. They didn't have Tootsie's night at
Right.
Heat's house. Now, listen, sometimes you'll look on the baseline and you'll think it's Tootsie's night, but that's based on the customers and who's bringing them to the games.
Right.
But nonetheless, still a great idea, and I'm jealous that the Atlanta Hawks came up with it. So therefore, game ops dead to me.
You're
Leroy?
dead to me.
I'm gonna say the NFL Combine is dead to me. I've
You're
told
dead
you,
to me.
and I'm gonna tell you why. I've told you guys how negative reinforced football is of all the sports. It's very, very negatively enforced. That means even when the team does great, the coach gets in front of the mic and he talks about all the things you did wrong. Well, take that one step further and take it to the draft. You're not hearing how great these players are and how great they did in college and how great of a prospect they are. You know what you're hearing about? Little arms, not fast enough, not the prototypical this, not that. Every player, like, holy smokes, everybody can't be this bad. And part of it is this, what people don't understand. if you like a player, the last thing you want to do is say anything good about him, because that means everybody else is going to start looking at him, and then you might not get him. So I hate the fact that you have these kids that are out there putting on a show for, their future in a sport they love. And you're hearing stuff like, I don't know, the little arms thing, that's going to push him down.
You guys sure that the
Yes.
guy was the best defender?
Right. Meanwhile, years ago, when we had Tic Tacs coming out as quarterbacks, nobody seemed to have a problem with that.
The arm length thing is a new thing, man. I've never.
No, it's been a thing.
I've never.
It's been a thing.
Maybe it's been a thing, but it has not been mainstream covered like this.
It's been a thing, especially at defensive end and tackle.
I don't feel like this became a thing
Because the whole thing is getting to your body. If I can get to your body, I can control you.
I feel like if we gave Rueben Bain actual dorsal fins as arms, he would still get 10 sacks. I do. I think he's that.
And also a side note, dead to me, whoever put those little bitty ass arms on Rueben Bain on Twitter, that's terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Funny, but terrible.
Funny, but terrible. I mean, those arms do not fit.
-1.
Looks
for
like
show
a
poniness.
looks like a gecko. It's just like, come on.
The memes have gotten too crazy.
They got too crazy.
It's too crazy right now.
Why?
What do we got? We got a 1-0
Home run
lead?
derby. No, 2 at least.
1-0 Phillies.
Oh, that's it? Just 1?
1-0 Phillies.
Okay, gotcha.
We got it looks like an RBI single. 1 out, 2 on, runners at the corners as Phillies are up on the Marlins 1-0 here.
Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
That's an intangible name.
Oh, it is.
Although, when I was younger, there was a singer named Peebo Bryson.
Jennifer, who's dead to you?
So I've got 3.
Wow.
I got 3 ridiculous people on Love is Blind. And I know not many of you are going to understand where I'm coming from,
Okay.
but I'm absolutely over them. And I cannot wait for the season to end. They are a train wreck.
Can you do you want to share or you don't want to spoil?
Of course. I'm not going to spoil. Well, sort of. Maybe. But it's like all over the internet.
I'm going to watch it anyway, so don't worry.
So you're fine with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Well, first of all, we have Alex, the injured soccer player who travels the world and has basically no home. Let me tell you something. He is a loser, okay? And
That's what that's called. You have no home, you're a loser.
No, because he swears that he has everything lined up and everything put together, and then he tries to talk down on his fiance. And whenever he starts a sentence, he doesn't even know where he's going to finish it because he just believes his own lies and he continues and continues.
He's a long talker.
He is the worst. He is worse than Mike McDaniel.
Oh, when it comes to
Yeah.
talking?
Oh my God. Oh my God. If I wouldn't even give him the time of day. I would just smack him and move on.
Really?
I would love to put a
Dead
muzzle
to
on.
me. I would love to. That's why I can't be on those
It
shows.
annoys the heck out of me to verbally answer that question.
Then we have a little tic tac called Chris.
Chris.
Tiny?
What'd he do?
The worst. He is absolute worst. Okay. He is a materialistic snob. And then while they were on the bar hanging out, he was trying so hard to talk down on someone he used to call a friend.
Wow.
Trying to get
That is a
at
two-face.
his friend's fiance. And I'm not even going to spoil the conversation they had. It was absolutely ridiculous. He was trying to lure her in, like if he was like trying to give her Kenny, like, oh, you want the Ritz? Oh, you want this? Like it was just ridiculous.
I like two chats before you get to your last dead to me. Carlos goes, you know it's serious when JFig says, let me tell you something. And then Mr. 799, thank you. He goes, Tobin, it's not a dorsal fin. Those are pectoral fins.
True.
Sorry.
Oh my God, no. So, I think they listen to this show just so they could chime in and correct us.
What's your last dead to me,
Right?
Jennifer?
Like,
The fiance he was trying to get to, Brie. She's dead to me too.
By allowing him to even
But
think
no,
he has
it's
a
the
chance.
fact that she gave him the time of day and energy, just standing there next to him, listening to everything he had to say, and didn't even once speak up for her man and defend him. No one deserves anyone there. Disgusting.
And
Disgusting
it's Love is
behavior.
Blind? That's what it is? Love is Blind?
That ain't love.
This Nick
I don't know
Lachey
what
must
that
be
is.
raking in the cash.
Why you say that?
He's got the easiest gig in Hollywood. Shows up to Love is Blind, goes, "What's up, everyone? Nick Lachey." And nobody likes him anyway. It's all Vanessa. Everybody likes her. And then he just
Are you
shows up.
sure? I
like-
don't really think they like her either.
because you want to know why? Because they've found this fraudulent way to make gazillions of dollars. They show up 3 episodes a season. All right, everybody, who's ready to see whether love truly is blind? Spoiler
We're
alert.
hoping that you can prove us right or wrong, whatever.
And then that perfect match show that they do. Oof.
Messy.
Terrible. Brittney, who's dead to you?
It's not a thing, I guess, more of a concept, and it's not necessarily negative because I'm not in a negative mood today. What is officially dead to me is the F1 offseason because it is officially after today race week.
Wow,
people. So my sport is back, and I'm just prepare. Just prepare yourselves.
Is anybody the Miami Heat of F1 just stuck in Plainville?
No, it's not really how it works.
Fair enough.
It's not really how it
What
works.
figure you would
Listen,
say?
I'm calling it right now. Lewis Hamilton
Hmm?
is going to be competing for his 8th championship
Because
this
he's
year.
with Kim K.
We don't have to bring her up. It's just, like, we don't have to talk about that. No,
By
because
the-
he has a good car.
Robbie Snelling's already been knocked out of the game.
No kidding. Because,
Four-
I mean, they were doing like Looney Tunes around the bases when he was pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-0 Phillies in the bottom of the first.
I'm like, hey, buddy, you're going to throw another big meatball right down the middle of the plate only to get hit hard?
Yeah, that's tough. So Phillies right now putting it on the fish early going in Clearwater.
This final
Florida.
game will be 9-8.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Once they get to those extra innings.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how many people you bring to Clearwater because that's probably one of the furthest travel games that they have to go to.
Clearwater's like northwest.
Yeah, it's like northwest central. Yeah, kind of. But they mostly do. I mean, like
he's
like
not
30,
gonna,
40 minutes away from
he-
Tampa.
he's not going to be there at all.
This guy?
Is he a starter?
Who?
That guy batting.
I
You know
don't-
why?
Why?
Look at his number.
Number 80?
Yeah.
I thought Marcy was going to pick a cooler number. He's still 87. I don't know. I thought Marcy would go with something more.
Linemen and tight end and wide receiver numbers don't look good on baseball players.
They don't. They
Like,
don't.
I think the highest you could go is 40s.
If you go, you can look 90s if you're a pitcher.
90s, sure.
I think that's cool.
But 80s on regular everyday guys,
Mm-hmm.
no.
All right, we'll take a break coming on up. Cris Carter. Cris Carter, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Reminiscing with Leroy, talking some Fins,
Tried to
talking some
take
Canes,
the
talking some
Evans.
Hall of Fame. And we will be talking to Cris Carter coming up next.
life, everything. Extend your time in Minnesota. That's what I was trying to do. Stabilize your crazy.
Chris, have you ever done the impromptu wedding? Did anybody ever take you up on your offer?
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I've gone through all the official ordinations and everything that I could marry someone if I wanted to. Yes, I have married someone. But
that's cool.
I mean, I'm trying to get Leroy into heaven, so that might require another step. I might have to go to the Pope. We might have to have some on this one.
So, Cris Carter is going to be playing in the James Hardie Pro Football Invitational next week in Boca at Broken Sound. What do you got going on there, Chris?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. You talking about two great brands, the PGA Tour champions, joining our legends of the NFL and the Gold Jackets to be able to come together playing golf. Also, last year raised over $600,000 as far from a charity standpoint. So I've made my home in Boca 35 years now, and to be able to raise money, bring the legends back there to enjoy what I enjoy all the time. That's really what it's about, especially, how many more golf tournaments, how many more times I'm going to be able to meet up with these crazy guys. So anytime we can get together, we try to make it special. You're not going to have many people in your life that can identify with what you've been through, your whole overall journey, like people like Leroy. So anytime we can get together, we try to do it. It keeps us a little bit younger. And those stories, man, they used to be true. Now now most of them just lies.
That one wasn't. I never forget that. I never forget that.
Like, no, Leroy is not a liar, but he's lived the kind of life that you can. That story is true. Unfortunately, yes, that one's true too.
Well, you guys can get your tickets at jameshardieinvitational.com. It'll also be airing on the Golf Channel. Chris, I want to get your thoughts on this. Combine's going on right now. Miami Hurricanes got a star in Rueben Bain. I am made crazy that everybody keeps talking about his arm length, because I saw this guy just absolutely dominate for them. What do you make of just the combine process of everybody nitpicking on every little thing? I couldn't imagine that Rueben Bain's arms being 2 inches shorter is going to affect him that much as a player that nobody would want to draft him.
Well, if you got into a boxing match, he wouldn't want to have them short arms. Now, you also have to understand, if you look at the competition, like, he wasn't going against a whole bunch of first-round draft picks. So when you look through the ACC, when the type of year he had, he's a fabulous player. But everything starts in the NFL from the prototype. They have a prototype size, speed, weight for every position. So any player that doesn't fit in that mode, they mark you down. The combine is about devaluing the players. It's not about lifting you up. Like, you've had enough people praise you when you were playing in college. The combine is to tell you exactly what you can't do. Now, people are able to overcome that. Do we have great players that have shorter arms? Yes. But the prototype, the NFL prototype, is a guy with long arms. So, don't get your little panties in a wad over because they don't mark your little guy down a little bit. He will be a top 10 pick. He will be a very good player. It's more important what team he goes to. If he can go to Kansas City, opposite of Chris Jones, that will be very, very different for him. So, don't worry about that. They talk about everyone. They talk about your player. Don't worry about it. But this is part of the evaluation, which knocks the players down just a spot. But there's at least 100, 150 players that could be starting on any given team once we start the season.
Chris, he kind of reminds me of Johnny, in that he's a smaller guy that plays all around the defensive line, and just he don't quit. And one thing you know about John Randall, that dude did, when you see him on Sunday, he was doing it on Monday, Tuesday, right, Wednesday, Thursday. That's how he is. So that's why I say he reminds me of Johnny, but he's small. So is that going to force people to look at him and say, well, we're going to kind of treat him like a linebacker outside and a rusher more than just a straight up defensive end?
I mean, if you watch Miami play, he plays the run well. He plays against big people well. He plays against small people well. And I think the one thing a lot of people are missing is watch the warm-ups before the game and watch his relationship with Jason Taylor. Watch the type of moves that they go over. And a lot of kids do this before the game, but they don't implement those techniques inside the game. So for me, from a technique standpoint, he's got a repertoire of how he's going to attack offensive linemen. So his tutelage under Jason Taylor, I believe, also elevated his play to help cover up some of the lack of prototype. You know, for me, I'm prototype size, but not prototype speed. So they're going to mark you down for that. But you can still play the game at an elite level, especially with elite coaching. And that's what I've been able to see from Bain. Very, very impressed with his career in college football.
Yeah, Chris, what do you think about like having the variety in a wide receiver core? Because the Dolphins, obviously, you know, they had two elite speed guys in Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Their new GM saying, hey, we kind of got to mix it up a little bit. Somebody a little bit more size next to Jalen Waddle to help it out. Do you think that's important even in today's game to have that mix up, even if it's at the expense of having two elite burners?
Right. If you listen to Kurt Zanetti, he said a lot of things this year. But the one thing he talked about was the physicality you have to play at every position. Me coaching at FAU, doing player development there. I'm going to a coaching clinic with my boy, DJ McCarthy. We talk about the physicality of the position. And DJ's a small guy. And DJ, I tell him, man, don't bring all them small little dudes up in here, man. We need like a basketball team. We need a point guard. We need a 2-guard slasher. We need a 3-guard scorer. We need a 4-guy who can shoot from deep and be able to rebound. And my 5 is we're like the new NBA. He don't have to be 7 foot. But if he can space the floor, if he can rebound, if he can play good defense, then that's the way we look at it from wideouts. The Dolphins need more variety. You cannot have 2 very, very short guys, especially as you're 1 and 2. Like, you need some size difference and also skill difference. Like, you need a guy to go across the middle, a guy to build drag coverage. Both of them very, very good players, but in a system, you want a little difference in size.
Are you amazed at how cyclical the NFL is? Because soon as a little fast guy, soon as Tyreek Hill came in and everybody wanted speed. Everybody. But then you have these guys like Brown and Mike Evans, who you don't know of as being lightning fast, but those are guys that you could just throw the ball up to and make plays. Now we're starting to see teams starting to say, hey, we need one of these guys. Like, just being fast is not going to get it done.
Right. You're always going to have the prototype, as you mentioned with A.J. Brown and those guys, the big boundary guy who can also get down the field. But with the evolution of 7-on-7 and flag football, more small guys have come up with the skill that they can catch the ball. And because of the lack of physical intimidation, like, those small guys aren't scared to go across the middle anymore. You know, there used to be a message, you know, the guy would send to a small guy going across the middle, and that kept small guys out of football. And I think from a skill set standpoint, what you can watch on YouTube, them being able to work with the coach or a trainer to be able to work on their footwork, to be able to not just be fast, but to be a football player. I think that has transitioned just because of information, and it's also helped make the position top to bottom even better.
What do you think about like the time guys are getting to spend in college now? Like, we just saw this with Trinidad Chambers, had an incredible run. Maybe he's going to get to play, maybe he's not when that all phases out. But do you think is that a benefit, you think, to the NFL as far as guys getting even more time in college if they get it to make a little bit money a little bit longer?
Well, listen, it has nothing to do with the money as far as what's going to make them better. The money is going to keep them in college longer, which in turn is going to help them. Over the last 35 years, the average NFL career, this is everyone that makes it, is 3.5 years. So if you knew that, that's been the average the last 35 years. Would you rather get into the league when you're 21 or 23? And Leroy will tell you, your body is different when you're 23. You're a lot stronger. You can concentrate on football all day. Like, you're a different type of person. So for me, don't be in a rush. I say it like this, man. The cookies aren't done. Leave them in the oven. They're a little gooey right now. We need them a little crispy around the edges. Stay there. Get your NIL money. Get your degree. We forgot about that in college football. Hey, what about getting my degree? Get your degree. Enjoy the overall experience. And yes, they got NIL money, but it's going to help your maturity and it's going to help your pro career. It's not going to hurt your pro career at all.
CC, I don't necessarily like doing old school versus new school because I think sports is just different now.
Yes,
but
sir.
one of the things that I hate about the wide receiver position and certain other positions is you eliminate certain factors that separate you from other players that play your position. And one is when you played your position and you went across the middle, what separated you from others was that you could catch it and still get hit.
Mm-hmm.
And now they run across there waving their hands. Know if they get hit, that all hell gonna break loose because, oh my God, I got hit.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody hit me with a helmet. Do you get frustrated watching guys be able to run through there scot-free and you can't tell who's the better receiver because they ain't really getting tested?
Well, this is the thing, Leroy. You got to be careful in doing that. Like when we get together at the Hall of Fame, I got guys, in the late 40s, 50s, wide receivers, other positions, but their cognitive skills are not the same as myself at 60.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I continue to be cheering? And Leroy, with you still working, man, long as you've been retired, you got to keep your conversation fresh. We can't be the old guy drinking out of a mayonnaise jar on the porch. Oh man, these kids not tough anymore. No, we don't want to be that, bro.
Right.
You want to be fresh with your commentary, and it is a part of it. But when you're a physical player, a lot like you were, it's hard to describe physicality.
Right.
Like it's hard to describe it, but those who know it's an important ingredient. It's just as important as being elusive. And no, you don't have to prove that anymore. But these kids, I believe, are adapting to their game, and it's their game. And there's a different type of toughness that's required. And I do believe that it's more mental than it is physical from playing in the 80s and 90s and 2000s.
As a Pro Football Hall of Famer, a lot made about the process of it this year with the Belichick thing. What do you think of it? You're in. Do you think that the process is okay? Do they need to switch it up a little bit? What do you think of the Pro Football Hall of Fame process?
No, the Hall of Fame process is messed up. They got to change it. They know that. I've voiced my opinion just like I do with anything else I feel strong about. Myself, they kind of laid it under the radar. There was a lot of people in the media didn't say anything about it when I wasn't a Hall of Famer, first ballot. Well, I don't know how you have 1,100 catches, 130 touchdowns. There's only one man alive had more than that.
Right.
And not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, to me, I know it's political. And then, I set the people on fire, told them that their value as far as voting wasn't worth basically. Then they kept me out a few more years as a penalty. But Terrell Owens, 5 years ago, they screwed him over. They made a little fuss about it. But now Belichick, they held him out. It's like, oh my God, what's happening now? Oh, well, you didn't let this go for 15 years.
Right.
But yes, it does need to be corrected, even though it's been done to other people. Like it's not right. What he has done in the game of football for the game of football is first ballot Hall of Fame action. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then who is?
Right. One of the things I hate about
Don Shula doesn't have a more impressive record than him. Tom Landry doesn't have a more impressive record. Vince Lombardi don't have, but all of them were first ballot. So you took that away. And the other thing is, man, you don't know how many summers you got left. Like, let's not take that man's life for granted. Him and his family supposed to be celebrating this summer. Y'all took that for granted that he's going to be available next summer. And that's the personal part that people don't know. The celebration that you and your family, you and your homeboys. Leroy, me and my best buddies go to Canton every year.
Right.
Man, I'm buying them everything. Every treat that they had when we was in high school, that's what I get them. And we enjoy it. Like, just imagine that. Every year you get to go to Canton because you grew up with a guy, and then now that somebody else is going to play judge and jury and take that away. See, I don't believe in that, don't like it, and it definitely will be changed before next year.
I think one of the things that's frustrating for me is CC, when you got to the NFL, when I got into the NFL, all the old heads, all the coaches said one thing: leave your ego at the door. It ain't about you, it's about us. And I think we deal on a daily basis with people that get their feelings hurt if they had a bad interaction with a player. And I'm like, wait a minute, we live by these rules of leaving your ego at the door. And then when it's time for the Hall of Fame voting or whatever, they say, well, I had a bad experience with him, or I don't like his attitude, so I'm not going. And we have to deal with their egos, which is amazing.
Absolutely. Great point. No, great point. And the people in the room, they have to change the room, but no one should be able to take this. It's like the human being that voted against Derek Jeter. What the I mean, come on. Like, that person should lose their vote. And
Correct.
you can see some posturing in the room that, oh, I'm going to vote for this guy. And, and then they hide behind, oh, he'll get in. But you don't get in that first ballot. You don't get that back.
Right.
You don't get that back.
Something
Like,
to
you'll
be
be a
said
Hall of
about
Famer, but you won't be a first ballot, which is only a handful of. And if it's special, it should be awarded, and they should get it. And that's very disappointing with what happened to Belichick.
Chris, we appreciate the time. Go check out the James Hardie Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational. It is March 2nd through the 8th at Broken Sound in Boca. You guys can get your tickets, jameshardieinvitational.com. You guys can tune in on the Golf Channel, raising a lot of money for great causes. We really appreciate the time, Chris. Thank you so much.
All right, CC.
Only because of Leroy Hoard. There ain't no way I'm going to be on QAM this long unless Leroy Hoard is there. Leroy, my dog. Keep
Yeah.
know that.
I appreciate
All
you,
right.
bro.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Okay.